Okay, let's hope everybody comes back in. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Microphone check. Can y'all see and hear? Okay, everybody's back on. All right. Okay. Thank y'all for being patient. We back. We back. All right, Jasmine is coming back up in this piece. Mecca says I was about to cry. Jasmine is coming back. Everybody be cool. I'm mic check. Turn your microphone on.
All right, you got me?
Yes, there we go. Somebody out here, somebody's out here trying to block.
See, it's that energy trying to keep people from getting what they need.
Right. Um, okay. Just whenever this happens, just go back to the link that you have in your email and just come on back in and just roll back in. Don't even worry. We all gonna keep it together. I had a plan D and a plan J, so we back together. Okay, good. Um, I'm sending out. Okay, good. She said. Ruth said she can hear. A lot of people. Ruth, reset. I don't know why you can't chat. That's on you. But it says. I mean, are you on your phone? Ruth, are you on your phone or are you on the computer? Okay, go back to your uh, email. Simple. All right. We were on, and look, you see how Scorpio killed the whole game like that? Scorpio was like, Venus and Scorpio was like, I'm gonna just pause this for a second. Mecca, it ain't about they don't want us to know the truth. They can't stop it. It's getting intense. Scorpio said they want to merge completely with the partner's mind, body, and soul. The sexual element of the relationship is very important. What I tell y'all, these folks are not to be played with. You cross them and you might do what? Notify your next of kin. You are dead to them. They make excellent mates for those who are looking for something long term. I'm just going over this for the quickness because I don't want all of y'all reading it now, but I gave everybody the link so you can be able to go back to this whenever you need to go back to it. All right. So hit the link and save it, or it'll be in the replay, or you can just send me a text message and I'll send it to you later. All right. The downfall is these jokers can be jealous. So ladies, if you want freedom, but you got a dude who got a Venus, I would love to know how many come to me people who want Jasmine to do spells on them. Jasmine, you need to start asking people like, girl, where your Venus at? Because these people, look, voodoo doll may or not be used, stalkerish. Because sometimes if you're trying to hold on to somebody and you ain't supposed to be with them, it just might be as simple as where's your Venus at? And now you got to realize and wake up that you want a fatal attraction. And the hot foot you might have to put on yourself. Ooh, Jasmine, you ain't never heard somebody put a hot foot on themselves. Uh-oh. I
Ooh.
put a hot foot on yourself and beat it. Beat it. Okay. Once committed, you can bet on it for life. Because this is the opposite sign of Taurus. And these people, they are attracted to the powerful, influential, wealthy type. Remember, Venus is the sign of the occult. So sex magic is a must. They want some voodoo, they want some tarot cards, they want all of that. Venus and Sagittarius, long distance lovers. Ooh, I love these jokers right here. So Venus and Sagittarius, um, Venus and Sagittarius attracted to anyone who can expand their mind and add to their quest for the meaning of what they call life. They mix and mingle. mix and mingle with mates from all walks of life, cultures, and races and religions. Let me go here. Just this piece right here. A Venus and Sagittarius, they got to have, what culture are you in? Because remember, a culture, another race, or another religion is the same thing as long distance. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. These people can definitely be poly. Venus and Sagittarius don't cheat. They just want to have sex and be with a lot of people. Many times their mates are at a distance or stay on the road. Might be them truck drivers. They love to laugh and make other people laugh. And they might get married more than one time. They will commit to a partner who has to give them wiggle room. Ooh, you see that? Give them some wiggle room. I call it dog on a leash ideal. If they don't feel boxed in, they will stay put and appreciate their mate much more. But can you handle that? They enjoy receiving gifts that are foreign, religious, or culture in nature. They will teach you a lot and keep you in stitches. And the downside is they're hard to pin down. So this person is real funny. They like to travel, but then you try to lock them down because of your insecurities. And guess what? They got Venus in Sagittarius. You over there got Venus in Capricorn, thinking that, it's just gonna be me and you, the 3 month rule. Few and far in between when it comes to mind when thinking of Venus and Capricorn. They are serious when it comes to relationships, cautious and calculating, often too cautious and too calculating. Venus and Taurus, Venus and Capricorn, they tend to stay in a relationship too damn long. They think they can change somebody. They think somebody else is going to change. They have great patience, but sometimes they pick the wrong ones to be patient on. Who has Venus in Capricorn and Venus in Taurus? Raise your damn hand right now. Raise your hand if you have Venus in Capricorn or Venus in Taurus. You got to learn to get off and get on to something else when it ain't working. Women within this placement have a hot spot for the hot construction worker or a man carrying the blueprint. If he has a plan, pun intended. Venus and Capricorn date outside their age bracket, cougar and sugar daddy style. Ooh, and their mates are very mature for their age. These people have boundaries and restrictions and sometimes come off a little cold and mean to their partners. It doesn't mean they don't love you. Capricorn is very restrictive. Venus is love, Capricorn is restriction. So if you're falling for this person and want them to tell you how much they love you and all that, it may be 3 to 6 months before they even tell you, you know what, I kind of like you a lot. That's the same thing as saying they love you and you should be happy and run off. And with that, they got high standards. So they still dealing with you after a month or two, you in there. Just like the Scorpio, once they commit, they're in it for a long time, demanding, get hung up in past relationship, uses partners for personal gains. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Historic excursion through the city. Capricorns love history. Be careful of this Capricorn always saying, oh, I'm in my past, I'm in my past, I'm in my past. Okay. Venus and Aquarius, we met online. Similar to the Sagittariuses. These people, because Aquarius is online. Aquarius is the internet. Aquarius is information. Aquarius is variety. Aquarius is air signs. They like meeting people online. These people have relationships that are what? So unusual and unconventional that outsiders scratch their head in awe of how it works. Oh, I don't understand this person. I did this for them and I did that for them, but I still don't get them. Where's their Venus? Everybody type right now. Where's their Venus? Where's their Venus? As soon as you see somebody, don't say, what's your favorite position? Do you like to give head? What's your credit score? Where is your Venus? Look how much information this is giving up right here. Where's your Venus? Where's your Venus? Jasmine, where's your Venus?
In Pisces.
See? Okay. I should be like, hi, I'm Kyrie. She should be like, Jasmine, and I have Venus in Pisces. What's up? Huh? That means I need to go look off the gate what the hell that means. She done gave me all the details. That's why you ain't even got to say, where's your Venus? Because I showed y'all how to do it. Hi. Oh, you looking so good today. Yeah, you're looking good too. Can I holler at you for a second? I get your number? Yeah, but let me get your numbers first. Oh, my number is 312-587-3. No. I mean your birthday. Huh? Let me get that birthday up off of you so I can see where that Venus is at. And then how about we meet here at the club in 2 days? Because you're kind of attractive, but I got to see, does your Venus and my Venus, can we do something? Because I know how I am, but I'm going to tell you, here go my birth chart. Here go my numbers. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you where my Venus is at. And you go look that up. All right? Because this is just another quick example. You can always go to Google. Come on. You can always go to Google and just go and click on Venus in a sign, and it'll cut to the chase. This article we're looking at is not going to come up at the top, though. It's like buried very deep because she doesn't even have that website up anymore. So if you type in Venus in Aries and hit enter, it's going to give you 14 million results. You see that? 14 million results. Don't tell me, really, I tricked everybody into being accountable tonight. Because if you pay $26 and you come telling me or Jasmine I'm having a problem in a relationship any longer and you can't figure out 14 million results, come on, man. That's before you even go holler at them any further. Okay, back over here. We met online. These folks truly want to marry their best friend. When the relationship is over, they turn the lover switch off and the friend switch on lightning fast. Now, this Aquarius Venus will friend zone your ass. Okay? So if you're trying to keep on getting the coochie or whatever, you better stay in that right lane. But they're unpredictable. They're unpredictable. So if you have Venus in Aquarius, you're unpredictable. You're the one that might be kind of unstable. All right? And then you're trying to be romantic and you got somebody with Venus and Capricorn trying to lock you down and you ain't even out here to be locked down. Downside, sometimes their partners feel neglected. Breakups are unforeseen and blindsiding. This is the ghost sign. Remember they were talking about, oh, did I get ghosted? This is that Aquarius Venus. Upside, they will keep things exciting and they love to surprise their mate. Oh, and here comes Jasmine. Venus and Pisces. We are one. These people are selfless, compassionate, idealistic when it comes to relationships. They believe in their partners, and inspire them to live their dreams. Okay, pause, everybody. This sounds good, but listen. Pisces are dreamers. They do not live in reality. They are dreamers. They are romantic. Look at Jasmine's neck, how she's nodding in the small screen. They have a knack for the arts. They write their mates poetry, paint them, photograph them, or sing to them, or they attract these types. Jasmine attracts these artists, but really, if she's attracting Dumbo, she like, you ain't got no talents. You can't write poetry. You don't rap. You ain't got no camera. What you mean? I'm looking all good and sexy. You ain't doing what? Trust is a major theme in their relationship because somewhere down the line, their kindness has been mistaken for weakness. Is that you, Jasmine?
Yes.
They are in tune with their mates. What does this in tune mean? Psychic as hell. The P in Pisces is for psychic. Okay? Just want to let you know now. They're not stalking you. They just want you to tell the truth. But Pisces is ruled by Neptune. We're going to get to that. They're always picking up on your energy, knowing what's going on without a word being spoken. There says psychic or telepathic connections. It's better just to tell the truth to them. Stop fronting because that might be what they want. They see their mate's spirit over everything, so they accept your partners unconditionally. They want to use caution, but they should use caution when it comes to drunks, druggies, strippers, and criminals. Whew, because they'll see past the negatives, but Pisces is the sign of drunks, druggies, strippers, criminals, smoking weed, all of that. So you have to be careful if you have Pisces and Venus, because you'll look past this because you might have this in your own life. Mm-hmm. You might be like, come on, let's get a glass of wine, and you end up drinking 2 bottles. No, slow down. Their relationships are confusing being to them, and they don't really want to label it sometimes. Venus and Pisces are always in a situationship. I don't really know what this person is. Let me go with the flow and accept if it is what it is what it is. They tend to get too caught up in the fantasy of their partner. Oh my God. Oh my God. What does this mean? The lie. They want the fantasy. They want the romance. Don't let them start drinking and call you on the phone. They're going to tell you everything. Jasmine, stop laughing at Scotty. Quit laughing at your brother, Scotty. Stop it. Cut it out because he ain't even on here. Jasmine is not laughing at herself, y'all. She's laughing at her cousin, Scotty. But that's how they see the fantasy in their partner that they don't see what's really there. Mm-hmm. You got to be careful. This Venus and Pisces person, quite their conundrum. Religion or spirituality and beliefs are also a topic of discussion when it comes to finding a partner that fits their lifestyles. Pisces are witches. They in covens. They or whatever they in, if they Muslims or Christians or whatever, they all the way in it. They all it's the third water sign. It will drown you. Scorpio will drown you, Pisces will drown you, and Cancer will drown you. Don't play. Okay, this is the third water, the last one. Okay, 2 inches of Pisces will drown you. Don't get, oh, it ain't, I can swim. You better be able to swim. They believe in unconditional love and committing to the spirit within. Oh, I love that. Uh-oh. Delusional, sneaky, keeping relationships a hush hush. Secret relationships. We're not even going to question Jasmine on that. We're just going to be quiet and keep it moving. They like open mic night. Take Jasmine to some poetry, a concert, and dancing with a little bit of wine and smoke a half a blunt or half a joint, or hit the bong before we go in, and it's a wrap. Spiritual wedding. Be the beach or water, by the beach or by the water. Jasmine want to be at the beach. She either gonna do Florida or LA. She can't be landlocked. She's not doing Arkansas. She's not doing Colorado. No, she needs sea greens and ocean blues. All right, ladies and gentlemen, these are the 12 signs. If you, on a level of 1 to 10, how accurate was this for you and how you do relationships? 10 is it got me all the way, and 1 it was like, no, I don't understand. What's damn? Is that a million? Oh, 100,000. Yes, 8s, 9s. There we go. Here's the thing: it's really for you to use on other folks. It's really for you to use on other folks. Look at yourself, self-discovery, part 1. Then tell the other person what they're dealing with, part 2. And then part 3, ask them, what are they? Yours feels like a 5. Okay, some of y'all, but see, some of y'all didn't. Now, this is just this one article. Remember, there's 14 million for Aries and in Venus and Aries. There's 14 million. You know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing more 9s and 10s and 8s. I just hope I got my sign right. Vaughn wants us to pull up his chart. People do this all the time. If you got here at the beginning, we're just going to go back over here one more time. And you pull up a chart. Hold on, where's my other one at? When you pull up a chart, ladies and gentlemen, what we're looking for is this little thing right here. See that? As long as you put your right birthday in, there's only one Venus on the whole chart. And that's it. And then you can look here and see that's Venus in Virgo. Venus in Virgo. Voila. Okay? So it's not, do I hope I got it right? Stop doubting yourself. Let me make a quick point here too. If you don't believe in yourself and how you do things, and you're always doubting yourself, then there's no need for you to be even wondering how the next partnership looks. Okay? These self-discovery is here to get your confidence up. So quit talking about, I just hope I got it right. Stop hoping. Start believing in the facts. Okay? And the more you study it, and the more you practice it with people. You have to practice and engage with people. Y'all's first homework is to go out tomorrow and get 5 new birthdays. 5 old birthdays, 5 new birthdays. I don't care where you get them from. And say, oh, but let it be from people that you already know, but you didn't know their birthday. People that you know, you've known them for a while, and then get their birthday and then look, because that was for like personal relationships, but it's also how they relate normally. Jasmine, what's your feedback on what you just saw?
Well, this was phenomenal. This was, I'll speak for myself, 1,000,000% on point. As you was reading Venus and Pisces, I wish I had a little sheet because I wanted to go like this, put me out there like that, Kayer. No, this is very helpful. And I feel like this information is vital because a lot of people ask That's a common thing. When's your birthday? What's your sign? They don't even know what that means. But when you are attracted to someone and when you are engaging with someone and when you are considering maybe getting naked with that person, and we all know sex creates emotions and creates feelings. You should know this ahead of time before you even get to that point, because once the feelings are all involved, then the logic tends to go out the window. I'll speak for us Pisces. The logic goes out the window. And then we live in from our emotions and we all in love with the person that we just slept with, that we just, okay, let me stop. I can go there. The point is, this was extremely helpful. And I'm looking, and I'm just going to throw that limiting character out there. Every time I see a question or a comment that is someone speaking from their limiting character, I'm just going to throw that out there. And if I can just say, if I can have everybody's permission, I'm going to love on y'all tonight. I'm just loving on y'all. That's what we're here for. I'm just loving on y'all. So if you hear me say that you're working out of your limiting character, this is not to offend you. This is to help you. And it's coming from a place of love. So I've already seen a couple of questions. I'm like, okay, well, we know who's here tonight, but that's okay. We're going to work on that too.
And I want to give a big shout out to the people who came in here to get some help with your limiting character, because your limiting character is a mofo. That joker is strong like Hercules, because it's been around for so long and you've been letting it run everything that you ain't going to be able to get it off in one night. So we're here to recognize it so you can be like, oh, I got some help. You know what I'm saying? We're here to help you. That's why you should get you some road opener oil. This is some support oil. I just put some more in the burner because I was like, okay, let me get it right. What does having the same Venus as your partner signify? You lucky. You lucky. Y'all have, because y'all can have two different sun signs, but y'all communicate in relationships the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So you're lucky. So learn from that. You really got a soulmate in front of you, not a twin flame, but a soulmate. They're really holding it so you could really see it. Okay. Lonnie said 10, but I'm a bit of two signs, Libra and Scorpio. I do not know what that means. Your Venus is not in two signs. Your Venus is in only one sign, honey. So just pick which one it is when you look at the chart. Okay. Who else we got up here? Somebody said I missed a Capricorn, but I sent that to you in a private message. Coven said this is so accurate it hurt. I wish I knew this ahead of time. Praise him. Praise him. You know what I'm saying? Praise him. Who else had some up here? Lonnie, Venus can only land. Oh, that was Anastasia. Already hit that. As a Venus Aquarius, I can still be detached from sex, though. Absolutely. Look at the confessions coming up here now. Ain't nobody even asking a question yet. Joker's just like, let me confess real quick. Okay, everybody go ahead and put your confession up right fast. Come
That's
on.
a real statement, though. I love that. Thank you.
What did she say? Why you say that?
Because that's the honest truth.
So everybody go ahead and put the little small confession up right now. Now, Coven got a good one while y'all putting up confessions. She says, what's the best Venus for Venus in Pisces? There is no what's best. Because, write this down, love is to tolerate. Love is to tolerate. Love is to tolerate. So what can you tolerate? There is no best. There is no worst. You see what I'm saying? There's some things I vote for more than I vote other things down, but it's still not just as simple. This is just the top, because there could be some other things around your Mars and your Moon and your Saturn and your North Node and South Node. I'm just giving you this so you can just have that angle when you first come in, but this is not the only thing to look at, okay? But look at this first. What is it that you want in your own personal relationships? This is so you'll say, first off, ask yourself, what is your Venus? If you got Venus in Pisces, what does Jasmine want? That's what's best for Jasmine. But she might have other characteristics, because you can have a Venus in Pisces but you can have a Sun in Sagittarius, or you can have Venus in Pisces and Sun in Taurus. So I can't say what's the best, but I did say earlier that water and earth work very well together, and air and fire work very well together. Okay, the earth and waters work really well, and the fire and air work really well, but it doesn't mean that you can't put water and fire or earth and air together. It's about awareness. Once I know what it is, I am aware. So what are you aware of? Great question. Exactly what is a twin flame? Good question. Twin flame is you got one of them. And most people, you never meet your twin flame in life because God has to say, I'm gonna meet my twin flame, not you. It's not somebody who knocked the bottom out or somebody who never cheated on you. A twin flame is the other half of your soul. You came down here one soul and then it split up and it went somewhere else. Normally on the other side of the planet because you need to go through some stuff. And if it's God's will, the twin flames will come back together. Normally twin flames, their age difference is so different that they won't even be romantically compatible, but they'll feel each other and know that that's the other part of my soul. Like it could be somebody in India who's 80 years old who could be my twin flame. You see what I'm saying? Or it could be somebody who's 17 and I'm 49 and that could be my twin flame, but I can't be with that person. You see what I'm saying? So, or they may be like you said, you may see them and meet them somewhere via the internet because now the earth is flat, but it doesn't mean that that person is going to be with you. You're going to run through a whole bunch of soulmates too. So don't quit stopping and saying this is the one. You're supposed to go through a lot of soulmates to get to your twin flame, but you're too romantic. You're too romantic to think, oh my God, I'm going to meet my twin flame and life is complete. Because you meet your twin flame, you still got to go back to work. Life ain't over. They don't come with the money. You know what I'm saying? You still got to go through some stuff with them too. What would be an example of twin flame Venus signs? There is none. There is no twin flame Venus signs. Venus will not help you find your twin flame. Next question. For Venus and whatever zodiac sign, does it matter what time they were born to determine if everything was accurate? Vaughn, excellent question. No, it does not, because it's going to be because Venus is going to be in that sign. We're not looking for house. Time is going to tell me what house is in, but just putting in 12 o'clock or 3 o'clock or whatever, Venus is going to stay in the same sign. Somebody says, I knew I was emotional with Venus in Cancer. So I'm a Leo and my partner's Virgo. What is that? Well, did you go and read? Leo is fire, meaning that you want to be with the person who's the leader, and Virgo is I got a plan. So if you're a woman and you are a Leo and your man is a Virgo and he got a plan, you're gonna look at him as the boss. Hell yeah, I like that. I like that right there. But if he's not planning, then you out. That's all you looking for. You want him to be the boss. So if he's a boss and he got a plan, then that's looking good. Megan said, I see why I love to drop people so quickly. Okay. Confession, I have a sinister temper and I love hard also. Talk about it, Therese. Talk about it. Talk about it. Yes. Venus in Aquarius is half right. I will put you in the friend zone, but I definitely won't go crazy. I prefer to walk away. Listen, it's as much right as you say it is. That was very good, Vera. It's as much right as you say it is. Jessica says, if I look at a few areas I don't emphasize on relationship, that's my Venus speaks to that I should be attracted to versus where I feel like I have been currently. Ooh, that's so nasty right there. This is when your limiting character has got you jacked up because you're trying to look like somebody else. Go find what this is. There's going to be a lot of detoxing going on for y'all. Mecca says that confession. I now understand why that Leo and I can't get it together. I thought I was the needy one. Ooh, okay. Georgette said, what about fire and fire? I told you all that goes together. It just depends on what can you tolerate though. Might be too much fire. What do you want? I'm a Venus in Scorpio. My partner is Venus in Capricorn. Oh, y'all niggas gonna be together. Y'all want to be together up on each other forever. You know what I'm saying? Now that right there, Scorpio is possessive as hell. Capricorn is comfortable as hell. So, as long as y'all don't long as the Capricorn don't step on the Scorpio, y'all will be good. Can a twin flame be 1 year younger than you? Possibly, but I doubt it. Stop looking for the twin flames. Just quit looking for them. Just go through your soulmates and grow. What about Mars? Ooh. Mars in a woman's chart is her porn star. Mars, let's go snitch on Jasmine one time real quick for the mind. Um, let's go find Jasmine's porn star, which is right there. At Jasmine has Mars in Sagittarius. So when it's probably some movie star that Jasmine wants to have sex with, who's probably a Sagittarius. So
Hmm.
wherever your Mars is at for a female, that's your porn star. All right. Your Prince Charming is where your Jupiter is at. So Jasmine, her Prince Charming is Jupiter, which is in Pisces. Her relationship language is Pisces. So when Jasmine sees another Pisces man come into the building, she says out her mouth, Pisces are annoying. They're weird. But they still turn her ass on though. They still turn her ass on and they still will break bread. Oh, ladies, you want to look for your sugar daddy? That's your Jupiter. So a Pisces may be annoying to Jasmine, but he's trying to pay some bills at the same time, Jasmine. So hint, hint. Don't just kick the Pisces up under the bus right away because he maybe had that gold, that black gold platinum card.
Ooh, that's a tough one, but okay.
It just depends on what your needs are. You know what I'm saying? I come off cold and men think I'm uninterested. That's that Capricorn. Okay, I see you. Um, Vaughn says, I was born as a Scorpio. This thing hit hard. I'm sensitive. I love hard. I don't know why it only hit hard because you've been in your counterfeit personality until today. We're shocking the draws off of you. That's all. This is shocking for most of you. Thank you so much. Venus in Pisces description just helped me accept myself. Oh, I'm loving that. Venus, that Virgo with a plan. He wants you to what fulfill is not working. I don't understand that one. Venus and Leo. My boyfriend is Venus and Aries. That's two fire signs. I'm loving that. Depends on what you want. Not Lilith. Somebody's asking about Lilith as a porn star. We're not getting into Lilith. Just focus on no. Mars is the porn star. Lilith is where your raw sexual energy is at. Lilith is where your raw sexual energy is at. And you notice they don't even put Lilith on your chart unless you go over to, you have to go over to astro.com. You will go to Astro, pull up a planet. So you have to pull up a person. I'm just going to find somebody on this list. I'm going to show you how to find Lilith. Uh, let's find a back. Let's just find some, who's on here. Man. Okay, my man Hotep. I know his ass ain't on here tonight. Let's go get him and find somebody, a neutral party, right? So you go to extended chart selection. You go to extended chart selection. Everybody pay attention now. How do you find the Lilith? I like using this one a little better. You click on extended chart selection, put the person's name right here. Their natal chart is going to be here. I'm going to scroll down. Always use the house system equal, please. Pretty please, you always use equal. All right. Don't use Koch. Don't, it's going to be a drop down right here where it says house systems. Use equal. Then come down, click on True Node, leave True Node clicked, and then come down here and you see where it says Lilith. That ain't going to give it to you. That Lilith is not going to give it to you. All right. That's not going to do it. You want to go over here to manual entry and type in H13. Everybody see that? Type in H13 up on the manual entry if you want to know where your Lilith is at or where your partner's Lilith is at. All right. And then you click here to show the chart. And bam, you go up and look at the chart. And Lilith is going to be right here in the bottom. Hold on. I'm going to have to do a screen capture. Oh, there it is. Lilith, which is going to, hold on. Let me hit it one more time. Let me get the whole chart right there. Go back down to the screenshot. Not that one. Yeah, I want both of these. There we go. And we're going to come back over here, take that off, and we're going to jump right back and go to this screenshot here. And Lilith is going to be right here. See the little LIL? That's where Lilith is at. Okay? Lilith, this person has Lilith in Sagittarius. Lilith in Sagittarius. This is your raw sexual energy, or it's your partner's raw sexual energy. Only if you're trying to just smash. If you're not trying to be in a relationship and you're just trying to smash and you being a predator, then go look at Lilith. But be careful. I wouldn't do that if I was you. But I want to know, if I'm in a relationship and I want to know how to stimulate somebody a little stronger, you already got a relationship and you want to add more spice to it, go find out their Lilith. That's what I would do. I would get into that. I would get into that science and not. But I wouldn't do it as a predator though. I've done that, but it's not fun. Don't do that. And if you want to know where is the best place to look up Lilith information, you're going to go over to YouTube and you're going to type in whatever the Lilith is, and then you're going to type in Peace Dealer behind it. So go to YouTube, and Peace Dealer has the best videos on the planet. Peace Dealer, all one word. Peace Dealer, Lilith in Aries. Hit enter. Done deal. He has all 12 of them. He did a series on all of Lilith's. So he has the Lilith in each sign, and then he also has the Lilith in each house. Of course, my computer wants to run slow because I got a lot of windows open. But that's okay. I bet y'all start shutting them down. Voila. Take that. Yes. So, but you just come in and type in Peace Dealer, Lilith in Aries, and you'll come up and be like, there it is. Lilith in astrology, he has all of those on the playlist. Lilith in Libra, Lilith in the 12th house. This is my man. I don't co-sign everybody, but I co-sign all of these right here. Anything that he has that says Lilith in the 3rd house says Peace Dealer, you want to be all over it. You want to go over and get a reading from him? I trust him just like I trust Jasmine with the astrology. This my man's right here. All righty. Oh, wait. Was I even showing his stuff, Jasmine?
No, it was still on the chart.
Oh, my bad. We get right back at it. There he is. Lilith in astrology, Lilith in the 8th house, Lilith in Aries. This is the video just on Lilith, probably the best one I've ever heard on YouTube ever. Lilith in Scorpio, Libra, all of that. 12th house. So you should be looking at your house and your sign, but just the sign by itself is going to give you enough information. And Peace Dealer is all one word. I'm going to do something with him one night too, because he's just crazy fabulous with the whole situation. I don't know why Lilith in Aries is not showing up, but he has it on here. All righty. Okay. What are the areas primed for growth between Venus and Sagittarius and Venus and Gemini? You tell me, Elijah. We're not getting ready to go that deep right now. Question: when having an orgasm, should both people? Oh, here the questions come. Should both people be thinking about what to manifest before you bust? You should have been thought about what you was gonna manifest before they came in the bedroom, when you still had all your clothes on. Sex magic starts a good 24 to 48 hours early. Jasmine, you want to come in on that?
And you should be using a candle that is set for the intention, because what happens is people lose focus when you're having sex. You get so into it and it feels good, and you maybe you're holding that thought of what you want to manifest all of 5 seconds till you hit your climax, and then all you're thinking about is the orgasm. And then when you're done, you're thinking about, I'm hungry, I want a cigarette, I need some weed or a drink. So you should you should have already discussed with your partner if you guys are both on the same page, because a lot of people use their partners to manifest. But you should discuss with your partner the things like this. Should be a discussion like, all right, this full moon, we having sex. what are we going to manifest? That should already be figured out. 1, 2, you should have a candle lit and going in the vicinity, in the room, when you are engaging in the act. If your partner does not partake in your spiritual practices and you are just using their penis or their vagina for your sexual gratification in alignment with your magic, then you should already have in your head what it is that you want to manifest, and you really need to focus on that during your climax. I hope that was clear. Everybody should be using their orgasm to manifest. If you are just having sex for fun, you are wasting your energy.
Woo. Jasmine dropped the super joint. What are your intentions? Every intention or every desire has a corresponding herb or oil to go with it. So if I'm going to be doing all of this and trying to keep up, I'd rather be inhaling what I want. So let's say, for instance, I need a breakthrough. I'm gonna put some of this, a whole bunch of road opener oil, along with some manifesting blend from Magic Mystic, and some Jade Emperor oil and some money oil, and I'm putting that bad boy in there, and I got about 4 burners going in the room, so I can't do nothing but smell it. And then whoever my partner is, you getting ready to get it. Because now both of us are smelling it. Both of us are smelling it. And I already thought about, here's some of the thing about sex magic that some of y'all don't even realize. It's called considerate. Some of y'all ain't considerate. Especially you women. Hold on, Jasmine. I'm almost finished.
Okay.
The yoni can give a man a house. The yoni can give a man an empire. So if you just getting rent money, why don't you just find out what he want? Why you can't get your rent for 6 months and get him a Dodge Viper or a Mercedes Benz? Your yoni is that powerful. So ask him what he want. He may want to see his kids more. See, you ain't considerate. He may got a baby mama who tripping over letting him see his kids, but he don't want to be with her. You should be like, you know what, universe? When I bust this nut tonight, or this third nut, or this fourth nut, he need to see his kids. Cause I just want an extra $3,000 or $4,000 just this weekend on this on this webinar I'm doing. Why you can't manifest enough for the other person? Some of y'all not considerate enough. Go ahead, Jasmine.
Well, I was going to say, on the flip side of that, some people are manifesting for their partners unintentionally and don't know why. So you having sex with a random, and they getting all your good luck. They stealing all your good luck. They stealing all your juju. And it's not really that they're stealing it, but it's like, why does things manifest for someone else and it's not manifesting for me? That's something to think about. And the question comes in, again, going back to, is this the right partner for you? Is this the right partner? You having sex with somebody, and I use this scenario because this is real. You broke, but they always coming up on stuff, and you want them to give you stuff, but it don't happen. But you keep having sex with them. They're utilizing your sexual magical energy. And they may not even be spiritual, but they are unconsciously, while they having sex with you, they thinking about that car, that deal, that money, all of that. You over here all in love with them, and they mind is someplace else. And that's why they're manifesting things, and the things that you want, you're not, because you're too focused on the person that's not the right person, and not on what it is that you want to attract to yourself, which is why this is a good thing to have a conversation. This is why you have to have a relationship with your partner. Now, I understand one night stands happen, new relationships happen. They don't know I practice magic, whatever. And this is just my opinion. If you dealing with somebody that's uncomfortable with your spiritual practice, that's a red flag that person's not for you. Anybody that comes in my house, let alone between my legs, knows I'm a witch. And if he has a problem with it, he ain't getting up in the honey pot, let alone through my front door.
Woohoo. Woohoo.
So if you practicing, you a witch in the closet, you fucking but you're a witch in the closet, your partner don't know you practice magic, you gonna have a hard time manifesting stuff, boo-boo. You about to give all your gifts away. Like in the strip club, just throwing out them dollars, you gonna be throwing out your dollars to that person.
I'm
So
a
just
sum.
keep
I'm,
that in mind.
I'm gonna sum up what Jasmine said in 2 words: same page. At least in the same chapter. Damn. At least in the same chapter. Like if we just having sex, we're in the same book. But I need you on the same page of what's popping. Like you may not have an altar like mine, because you ain't where I'm at. But don't be afraid to go in my altar room. Come on, let's go in the altar room. Let's meditate a little while. Oh, I'm straight. Oh, you is out the door. That's where you finna go. Because if you can't go in my altar room and sit down, well, it looked like Jasmine was like, yeah, go ahead and light that candle, Kyle. You can put that on my altar. Guess what I did? Dress candle down. Wooka. We're on the same page. We're on the same page. So if you don't feel that that person's on the same page, now I'm gonna go right into Ebony. Ebony says, I'm torn between my Venus man in Sag and I'm Aquarius. I like the space but want the commitment. I'm scared that I'll regret it. I'm unbalanced. You ain't unbalanced. You too romantic. Anybody that's scared is too romantic. If you know you and what you're gonna do, then you can listen. The universe loves a void. You need a breakup ritual. You need a ritual to be like, yo, I love who I am. If he get on, then he get on. Listen, you can get digmatized by a whole bunch of people. Stop all that. Okay. Some of y'all, sex to manifest what? I'm confused. Like new clients in my business, Vaughn, we can tell you are a newbie. Absolutely. Like whatever. What you mean sex to manifest what? I'm confused. Vaughn, you just hang around for another year or two and you're gonna catch up. Don't worry. You're gonna catch up. Uh, is there a problem? Is there a problem if you're not having an orgasm during sex magic? No.
Yes. Hell to yes.
Well, it's a problem if you're not having an orgasm, period. I want to say that. But if you're having sex magic and you just don't climax, I'm speaking for the man. Jasmine was speaking for the woman. If I go and I have sex and she have 5 or 6 orgasms, bro, we Gucci. I'm straight. She the one got the incubator. She gonna bring it. Now, if I drop mine off too, then it's getting even better. But I don't want you to think that it can't work if there's no orgasm. But now I'm gonna turn it over for the ladies. Jasmine, go ahead, give it to them.
If you're not having an orgasm, for us women, we're in our heads a lot.
Ooh.
We are in our heads, and I'll speak for myself. I can be very into my lover, and I could be having sex, and I could be thinking about my client's schedule tomorrow, and I have to snap back to him like, oh, well, he's here right now, or she's here right now, whoever it is that night. You're too in your head, and you're in too many different places. That's one. Two, perhaps you haven't communicated with your partner the things that they need or you need them to do to your body to get you there. Are you having some insecurities about your body? Sometimes if, us women, we're very sensitive. We're very self-conscious. If we're feeling bloated, if our hair is out of place, if our manicure ain't right, that can all affect an orgasm. So is it mental? Is it emotional? Is it a problem? It's not a problem. But you should be having an orgasm because that built up energy and that release strengthens whatever it is that you're working on. So no, it's not a problem, but it should be happening. And if it's not happening and it's not happening repetitively, then you need to identify what's causing that and then kind of figure out a way to fix that. And that could be a whole other video on how to change that. But is it mental? Is it physical, or is it your partner just ain't putting it down right? Because
I'm with Jasmine. I'm with Jasmine on this 100% because if you ain't having an orgasm during sex magic, you ain't having an orgasm during regular sex.
Right, and you're not doing magic. You're just doing it. Where's the magic? The orgasm is what heightens the magic. It's like a soda pop or champagne or beer. You know what I mean? The bubbles is the fun part. It's the combination. It's what makes it. The orgasm is the bubble to the champagne. You ain't got no bubbles in your champagne, then you don't have no champagne. You not having an orgasm during your sex magic, then you're just having sex. There isn't any magic there. So I would like to know, how have you been manifesting? What have you manifest? Are you manifesting? Are things actually manifesting? And if they are, kudos to you. And if they aren't, then the lack of orgasm is the reason why. Fantastic question. Thank you very much.
And in the head a lot. I said I was going in the head or talking too much.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you about Mercury. So Hotep has Mercury in Scorpio. Mercury is this planet. This is Mercury. This is Scorpio. So if you want to know where you are in your head, you find you find this planet, and then you go and type in Mercury in Scorpio. You go type it in Mercury in Scorpio and hit enter. If you want to know where your partner's thoughts are going when you're having sex, go over and type in Mercury in Scorpio. Don't worry about what house it's in. I'm giving you tons of information just off of where's the Venus and where's the Mercury at. This is how they talk. This person could have a harsh tongue because Scorpio will cut you. You know what I'm saying? And then I look right over here. They got Venus in Sagittarius. So I look up Venus in Sag. I come back over here. I look up Venus in Scorpio. You know how much information this is right here for yourself first and then for your partner? Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Woo. Mm-hmm. So this will help you with some of that part about being in the head. Okay, excellent question. I feel like a guy I was temporarily with took some of my sexual energy. The day after we had sex, he got a promotion and a lot of good luck after, and I started having even more bad luck. How can I get it back? Quit having sex with him. You ain't got to go back to him. That's real simple. Go get you another real one. Why force it? You're trying to force it. That energy is gone. But listen, energy, you are dealing with a limiting character. You don't need to get it back. You produce energy. Between your legs is heaven. Between your legs is the galaxies. So have some more sex. There's no shortage of energy. Let me go get it back from him. Maybe you owed him that from a past lifetime. Jasmine, you want some of that one?
And stop focusing on him. The fact that you're focusing on him, because you said the day after we had sex, he got a promotion, a lot of good luck after, and I started having even more bad luck. That means every time you had bad luck, you kept thinking about you're having bad luck because of him. Let it go. Let him go. Do a cord cutting. Do a cleansing ritual. Do a blockbuster on yourself. I don't know if you're still involved with him or not. I hope not. But you're still mentally involved because you're still thinking about it. Well, he done gone on with his good luck and kept it pushing.
Yeah. Anastasia, because I feel I'm blocked in all type of relationships because my spiritual husband, am I crazy? Because this has been an issue for me. I'm completely blocked love, relationships, and sex. Anastasia, I'd like for you to come on the screen so we could ask you, but Jasmine seems like she knows what you're saying. I don't have enough detail on this.
I think I understand what she's saying about the spiritual husband. I would like to talk to you a little bit more because this is something I want to dive deep into. Are you his spiritual wife?
Or are you too romantic? Are you claiming him but he ain't claiming you? Which is a sin around here. Stop claiming somebody who ain't claiming you.
Am I crazy? Because this has been an issue for me. I'm completely blocked. Love relation. Are you really blocked, or are you really blocked, or have you shut yourself down because you believe you have a spiritual husband? Are you blocking yourself?
Are you blocked with him, or are you blocked with everybody? Because if you're blocked with just him, then you the control freak trying to make him do something that he's not gonna do. Or are you blocked? And you blocking yourself if you're thinking he's the one and then you're turning down everybody else so you can't find another good man because you're so busy. You have to do a mental detax. And we might need to go really deep into that.
Spiritual husband means we're not married in real life. We may not even be friends or cool like that. So I need a little more detail. What's going on with that? But You're not blocked, sweetheart. You stuck on this because you think it's spiritual. And yeah, we're gonna move on to the next question. You can come on screen if you want to.
Jasmine, read that out loud. I'm gonna let you get with that one right there.
Can masturbation aid in manifesting? Hell to the yes. However, to answer your question, absolutely. This is what we're talking about. Utilizing your energy to manifest and focus that intention to whatever it is you are working on. So yes, you can masturbate. It's more fun with a partner, my personal opinion. But to answer your question, yes. And when you are going to use masturbation in any of your rituals, you really want to take some time and make sure that your rituals are constructed properly. Right candle, right oil, right herb, clear request, clear intention, because utilizing masturbation or sex or even bodily fluids is very powerful. It takes your magic to the next level. So this isn't the willy-nilly I need to manifest, $15. This is I really need to manifest some stuff. And if you're not clear and you're using your body, that's where spiritual attachments can come in. So to answer your question, yes. Use with caution, especially when you're by yourself. Yes, Kair?
When you masturbate, it should be pleasure oriented, not looking for emergency funds. Some of y'all are misusing. You can misuse masturbation.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have a daily light, all right, if you have a daily light masturbation, which is really self pleasure with no orgasm and make yourself feel good, then you'll be walking around in an aura of manifestation all day. Instead of having to come and say, oh, I'm so behind on my rent, or I'm so behind on this, or such and such. Where's the pleasure? Pleasure is one of the highest forms of magic that you can get out here. Not being pleasurable, not pleasing yourself is also a partner repellent. When you got stinking thinking, stinking face, stinking attitude, I don't want nothing to do with you. And the next question is there a way to clear your aura of what you have been attracting and do not like? Ooh, let me go ahead and give y'all one for 20, quick $20. This is a quick $20 one right here. Bam! You see that? You see that? Spirit attachment removal audio download. I play this around you, and whatever's the average person has between 7 and 12 spirit attachments on them. Starting having problems is when it's more than 12. I want to have good spirits attached to me. I want to have Ganesha, Oshun, Lakshmi, Jade Emperor. I want those spirits attached. But these can be some negative spirits. Attaching spirits are the cause of more than what? 80% of all 80% of all mental, emotional, and physical suffering in the world. Since we cannot see them, we take them for granted. Unfortunately, this profound spiritual ignorance allows the situation to become worse year after year. And guess what? Not only is it $20, watch this right here when I hit this. They're having a 50% off sale today. You can get this bad boy. Let me see. Where is it at? Well, he had a flash sale on Instagram earlier today. It was $12. I mean, it was 50% off. But Labor Day is coming. He's going to have another one. But is it worth $20 to get these spiritual attachments off of you? I play this around my house 24 hours a day. This is better than Sage and Palo Santo put together on steroids, because when the Sage goes out or the Palo Santo goes out, the negative energy comes back in. So I have this on repeat, because I ain't playing with these spirits out here at my house. They're like, oh no. Oh no. So yes, I would go over here really, what does it say? They'll return over time if the blast is not repeated within 24, 48 hours. Mine is playing like every 5 hours, it's coming on again. Look at that. When played at high volumes in an open space, the attaching spirits in the area of the blast will depart within 10 or 30, 20 or 30 minutes. Most will depart within minutes, but the most stubborn will fight the broadcast. So I can just sit there and play this in my headphone, or I can just sit in front of the speakers and play this. Exposure to the pure tone for at least 30 minutes was sufficient to remove even the most ardent ghosts from a person, place, or things. I just gave y'all a $20 remedy. This will last you a lifetime. I've been playing this since 2012. This was the second audio I ever got. The first one I ever got was Um, this one right here, removing negative karma. Where's
Mhm.
my, come on, where's removing, come on, player. Uh, where's it at? That's it. Removing negative karma. This was the very first one. You got some karma that you done yourself that nobody else put on you. How about that? Remember Jasmine, Jasmine always says, point at yourself. Point at yourself.
Mhm.
Mitigate and destroy the energy, the negative karmic seed within the body that you already came with. How about that? Okay, so go over to Type in karma, and then type in spirit attachment removal. Let's get it popping. Next up, um, is there such a what is that? Is there such a thing as good or great sex with an orgasm in Jasmine? Yes. Next question. I'm sorry, but go ahead, Jasmine. You can answer it if you want. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no. Yes, the answer is yes.
Every Mercury retrograde so far, I've relapsed into thinking about an ex-lover. It hurts my brain. What do you think this is? I'm open to pulling cards if that's on the table. You ain't got to pull no cards. Retrograde means going backwards, and X is in the past, and thinking is Mercury. See that word right there? Thinking. Thinking is Mercury. That's what happens. You ain't the only one, Coven. Okay? You ain't the only one. What I would do is go back and settle it. Stop being immature. Two grown people should. Man, look at the soap operas about how everybody's having sex with everybody and having babies and they still doing business together. You know what I'm saying? Act like a white person is. Quit acting like, you know what I'm saying, like baby and them, like I can't never speak to this person again. Go tell them that they on your mind and be honest about it. But now you can go look at the Venus and see how they still influencing you, Jasmine.
One, cord cutting. Two, if you're going back and thinking about your ex, what a lot of people do nowadays, and I'm not saying this is specific to you, Coven, but people don't break up now. They don't sit down and say, we're not doing this. They just ghost each other. That's like the thing for millennials. If you're a millennial, I'm a millennial. If you're a millennial, people just stop talking. They just ghost. They just block you on Instagram, Facebook, social media. Nobody ever has any closure in relationships. So if you're still thinking about your ex, you probably didn't have any closure. So you either need to get that closure or you need to do a cord cutting and keep it pushing. They're your ex for a reason.
Therese says, should you have your head covered while having sex? I've never heard that a day in my life. I don't know
Um,
who told me.
well, not if you like your hair pulled.
And I don't want you coming in the bedroom with no scarf on your head neither.
That
Like you
ain't
tired.
sexy.
Like if you too tired, you know what I'm saying, then if you just got your hair done and I paid for it and you want to wear a scarf, that's different. But as far as like some magical or ritual or God is gonna get you, no, absolutely not. Um, what kind of healing would you suggest for a person who's been celibate for an extended period of time, like 8 months? I
Have
would have,
sex.
yes, have sex, but first off, have you been pleasuring yourself over these 8 months? And look at your Venus. I already answered this at the beginning. What is your relationship language? Because if you celibate, you don't really want to have sex. Abstinent means like maybe you can't find nobody to have sex with. Which is it first? Because celibacy is a spiritual reason, and I haven't had sex for 8 months because I didn't want to have sex for 8 months. And now it's month 9, I'm ready to have sex. But if you're abstaining because you're confused, you don't know how to find the right partner, and all the other type of stuff, then nah, player. You need to look at your Venus. We gave you the answers. Are you honest with yourself
Mm-hmm.
about what you want in a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Where's your Venus at, Carmelia?
Are you repelling sex?
Oh, Everett says, how can I find the right person to manifest with? I'm gonna let Jasmine go first on that one.
Oh boy. First of all, you need to understand who you are, understand what you need, understand what type of person is going to, what do you need in a partner? So you got to figure that out first. And the only way to figure out what you need in a partner is to figure out who you are. Then you combine that with a ritual. You combine that with a come to me ritual. You combine that with a healing ritual. But primarily, step one, figure out who you are, what you want. Step two, get yourself a red candle Get yourself some Come to Me oil. Get yourself some, if you're manifesting a female partner, get yourself a John the Conqueror, little bit of catnip. If you're manifesting a same-sex partner, then you would use some rose petals, orris root. Write out a petition of what your ideal partner is, meaning height, weight, size, color, ethnicity, wants, needs, all of
But
that.
not name. But don't name it. Never name it. Just describe it. Because
Just describe it.
when you name it, then you're trying to pigeonhole the universe to do something, and the universe be like, Tawana ain't for you.
Right. So you're not naming a partner. You're listing out the characteristics of an individual and the type of relationship you want. It's better to list out what you want in a relationship than what you want in a person. But if there's some things that are deal breakers to you, add those in and do your candle on a Friday night, the closest to the full moon as possible. And you will manifest someone very quickly.
I almost can be like, we could stop on that point. I'm not, but I'm just saying, like, it's so many people that's putting the name on who they want. Stop being so romantic. It's what you want. It's what's good for me. It's not who's good for me. It's what's good for me. See, we doing spiritual work now, heavy spiritual work. So when spirit is involved, your ass is a child. You don't know like spirit knows. Okay? Your ancestors, your spirit guides, they have a much broader vision of things. And they could be protecting you from the dumbness or the child support or knock upside the head. And so cut that out. Just describe what it is. Like, I can even go down to a zodiac sign. Because to me, I want somebody who got Jupiter in Gemini and possibly Venus in Libra. It's over. I mean, like, I do the whole physical description, and then I slide in on the zodiac too. And I ain't got no name for it. I might have the ethnicity though. I might be like, let me get a little foreign tingle right here, and make sure you have a big butt, pretty nipples, and piercings is okay. I put all that. I'll be like, that's good right there, and da and stuff like that right there. But that's me right there. Okay.
And one last thing, and this is for everybody. When trying to attract a new partner, a lot of people keep putting love spells out to attract people. Put the spell on yourself. Make yourself the love magnet. Get yourself a figure candle in your gender. Dress it with Come to Me oil from oneritualaway.com. Use the appropriate herbs for your astrological sign. I have an entire list of which herbs to use for whatever sun sign you are. And burn the candle and put the spell on you. Therefore, you're not out looking for the person, but the people are coming to you. Make yourself a walking love magnet.
And we doubling down, not just the herb for the sun sign, but the herb for the Venus sign, because it's still the sign. So, Jasmine, what is the herb for Capricorn?
For Capricorn.
No, let me be selfish. What's the herb for Taurus?
I knew that was coming. Rosemary.
And what's the herb for Gemini?
Lavender.
Lavender, rosemary.
Right.
And I'm off and running. I got Sun in Taurus. I got Venus in Gemini. If I can't get it with that, I don't need it. Because I ain't getting ready to overcomplicate it. I ain't getting ready to, I don't need no 10 oils. She just gave me them 2. I'm gone. I might even just use just the lavender. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not in a relationship. Let me say this, y'all. Y'all better write this down. Your sun sign is your ego. Be careful. Your sun sign is your ego. So when you hit Jasmine and be like, what herb is it? You better be asking about your Venus sign. As you can tell, I don't care nothing about, I haven't said one word about your sun sign. Sun sign is ego. Venus is relationship language. Ever said, how can I find the right person to manifest with? That means you got to be what you want, to be that what you desire. Lakeisha said there's a shortage in Cali. If there's a shortage, Jasmine hit her one time. It ain't no
I'm,
shortage. That's the
there ain't no
Wilmington.
shortage. I don't know where. First of all, girl, where in Cali are you? Are you in Stockton somewhere or Menifee? There ain't no shortage, especially during the summertime. There's lots of pickings. There's lots of brothers, lots of sisters. What you want, we got it. So maybe the shortage is needing
Limiting
to
character. Limiting
expand
character.
your horizon. Your limiting characters telling you there ain't nobody out there for you. You're in your own emotions and feelings and sensitivities and insecurities. And I'll just say this: a lot of women say there's no good men out there. One, you don't manifest what you want. You manifest who you're being. Two,
Uh,
if you operating from your goddess energy, I can walk outside and go find me a man right now. No problem. I could put a potato sack over my head and find me a partner. If I wanted to have sex tonight, it would not be a problem. There is not a shortage. The shortage is internal. So that needs to be worked on.
Damn, she cold as hell. That's like some old Steph Curry. You got to get the attitude. I told y'all, attitude determines altitude. Attitude determines altitude, even in the spiritual realm. If you got a low vibrating attitude, then yeah, it's gonna be a shortage because you said it was. I used to be in the weed game, very heavy. Somebody would come, I would have 50 pounds of weed, and then somebody would come and say, now they would know I had 50 pounds because I ain't said nothing yet. I'm just sit because I would get mine and sit still for a little while and see what the prices was. And somebody would come and be like, "Man, it's a shortage out here." I'd be like, "I got 100 pounds. I got 200 pounds over here. How is it a shortage?" They'd be like, "Yeah, man, the prices is going crazy right now." I was about to sell them for they was going for 1,200. I was about to sell them for 1,000 and get them all off. And then all of a sudden now I said, what they going for? It was like 1,400. That's exactly what I'm selling them for. This is exactly what I'm selling them for because it's what people thought it was. And I was
Mhm.
just like, well, okay then. I didn't come around and be like, now in the metaphysical, I'm gonna be like, bruh, you saying it's a shortage. It's an abundance of everything. So stop thinking it's a shortage out here. Just
And one last thing, Lakeisha, since you in LA, girlfriend, we need to get together. I don't know where you hanging out at, but I can meet men in the grocery store in the cat food aisle. So inbox me, girlfriend. We can get together. You want to meet somebody? We'll go hang out because I don't know where you hanging out at, but they're not in the Savoy, the Cork, or LA Live. So you must be in the wrong places.
Jacina, you asking a very general question, which we don't really answer, but I'm using you as an example. You can take it personal or don't take it personal. Is it true that to achieve mastery as a yogi or other title, one has to not orgasm for 10 years? Is this personal question? I doubt it is. You just want to know for general. We trying to tell y'all, keep the questions personal, but I'll tell you quick, this is the biggest bull malarkey in the world. This is the biggest bull malarkey in the world. An orgasm represents life. If I go 10 years and I don't have an orgasm, I'm telling the universe I ain't interested in my life force energy. Okay? So whoever is talking like that or told you that is ridiculous. You ain't got to bust a nut every time as a man, but as a woman, you should be having plenty of all these orgasms. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's just ridiculous. Uh, Somebody said, "Can I use masturbation to manifest a new partner?" It depends. Where are you at? Like, did you get yourself straight first before you start trying to manifest a new partner using that? Um, can
Wait. I'm sorry. Can I use manifestation to manifest a new partner?
no? They said masturbation. Can I
Oh,
use masturbation
masturbation.
to manifest a new partner? If you get rid of the old one first. Here's the thing: if you got rid of the old one, then the new one will show up. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you should always have Jasmine says she got choices. So if you're walking in your goddesshood, you got choices. What you mean manifest a new one? He's outside. Hell yeah. Yeah. Um, Somebody's asked about, can you talk about succubus and incubus? You're not giving us enough detail. So if you put more detail, and do you really need that? Or are you asking that so you can find another excuse about worrying about somebody sucking your energy? I'm
Let me.
really tired of everybody running around here having fear sex with yourself, having fear masturbation with yourself, having fear celibacy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got spirit. You are having fear celibacy because you think somebody can zap your energy. So what? Just get some more energy. The universe is plenty stuff out there. So with the audio downloads, is it something you continue to do, or is it like a one-time fix all type thing? Continual. You do it until you get the results you want, like all magic. I let mine play all the time. Like, how long do you leave your alarm on at the house? Like, how long do you leave the refrigerator plugged up? My refrigerator's always plugged up, whether I'm in there or not. You see what I'm saying? So I got this playing all the time. Yes, ma'am.
How long do you leave your candles burning?
Who?
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Somebody said, can you explain the planets in relation to sexual energy? You covered Mars, Jupiter, and Lilith. No, we're not doing the other planets because I'll run through the planets, but it ain't got nothing to do with relationships, so I'm not gonna go slow. Okay? Everybody get ready. The planets are professors. The planets are professors. The sun is the professor of ego. Mercury, moon is the professor of emotions and magic and feelings. Mercury is the professor of wisdom, communication, short trips, and siblings, contracts, and electronic devices. Mars is the professor of action, getting things done, heat, guns, knives, sex, and initiating things, but not finishing them. Venus is the professor of love, sensuality, and money, okay? And good luck and blessings and relationships. All you gotta do is go type in. If you want to know what the planets are, you just type in planet keyword astrology. Or just type in keyword astrology and they'll all be there. As a matter of fact, that's a good question because now I will empower you to find it yourself. So watch this. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna type in keyword astrology. Watch this. Hit enter. And right at the top, astrological keyword system by who? My friendly neighborhood Rosicrucians. Voila, right there in California. Scroll down, there go all the keywords you want. Keywords, Aries, the same for Aries is Mars. Dynamic energy, constructiveness. So Mars is the professor of dynamic energy, courage, enterprise, enthusiasm, gallantry. Venus is the professor of attraction, cohesion, coalition, and beauty. On the negative side, it could be sensuality, vulgarity, sloth, laziness, sentimentality, vanity, inconsistency. If it's a positive, harmony, cheerfulness. So there's tons of places you can go to find keywords. You know, what is Pluto the professor of? So learn your keywords. Learn your keywords. When I type that in, how many results did we get? Let's look and see. Just 7 million. That's all. It was only 7 million results for astrology keywords. Jasmine, just a couple. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes. Uh, go ahead. Go
if,
ahead.
if you're really serious, you come over here and get down with the get down. If you this is I'm just saying if you really want to go to next level. Now tonight I'm scratching the surface. But if you want to get down with the get down, you see that? You see all these modules? That's right, password protected. Uh, what is man. Y'all thought I was gonna read the password out loud, huh? Psych. So you see, and you come over here, we got videos. All of these lessons, put that up. So you'll come over here, and this is a video course that you can take on your phone when you're ready to get busy. Lesson 3, lesson 4, lesson 5. I go old school. Man, please move out the way. You have to learn the diurnal. You're gonna learn math. Then you finish your homework. You go back up. You go to week 2. You go to week 2. This is a self-paced course. There goes some blank wheels for you to download if you want to download the blank wheels. Week 2 of the course. All the videos will show up. When you finish, you just go down to the bottom of the page, turn in your homework. just like that. Not out. Plotting your own chart. To me, this is the one of the funkiest things going. All righty. Next question. Y'all doing so good tonight. Do you have a ritual for cord cutting? Before Jasmine answers this, I'm gonna say yes, but I want you to say I have Venus in such and such. He has Venus in such and such, and let us come up with a specific cord cutting. So I'm going to pause her on answering that because I told y'all I want y'all to leave here trained with more wisdom. I want you to ask more specific, intelligent questions because one specific cord cutting ritual is not the same for everybody because it's a different situation. Jasmine, can I get an amen or ashe or something? Toot.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Cord cutting rituals are just as specific as money rituals or love rituals. So me just throwing out something to you isn't specific to your relationship, to your personalities, to your astrological signs, and it wouldn't be beneficial. What you can do if you want to book a private consultation with me, oneritualway.com, we will look at where you both are astrologically. We will speak in detail about the dynamics of the relationship, what happened, what are you emotionally attached to that you need to cut, and then we will construct a spell, a ritual together with the appropriate herbs and oils for you to finally cut that tie.
Jasmine, this one is you. Can you speak on womb and vaginal health? I have fibroids, pH balance thrown off with periods, and it demotivates me. I attract men that even want to be with me on my cycle. Dangerous, I know, but I don't feel well, so I can't get it going.
Absolutely. So, something very magical and very powerful happens when a woman is in her day 14 to day 28, which is the time of ovulation to the time that the progesterone is building and the uterus prepares to shed its lining. If a sperm does not fertilize an egg, our pheromones are excreting, and men will naturally be more attracted to you around the time, usually the week before or the week of your menstrual cycle. In terms of the pH balance being thrown off, so there's a couple of things that's happening here, which is very normal. pH balance gets thrown off because of our hormonal fluctuations. Are you taking any type of probiotics? You should be on a probiotic 7 days before your menstrual cycle starts. It is very normal because of the hormones for a woman's vagina and the flora. You have to keep in mind when you're approaching your cycle, the progesterone is the glue that would hold a embryo to be implanted. That also changes the vaginal secretions. So you're going to have different types of good bacteria in the vagina. Remember, pH balance being thrown off is not necessarily an infection, but it's an overproduction of good bacteria. So you want to keep that. If the vagina is too acidity or too alkaline, you're going to have problems. So 1, you should be drinking alkaline water. 2, you should be taking a probiotic. One that I really like is called Pearl from, you can find that at CVS. There's also one that's called, I think it's called Eco Life. It's a liquid and it is a coconut water with probiotic, 1,000 billion lactobacillus. Fantastic. Also helps for gut health. You can find that at Whole Foods. It's about $17 for a 30-day supply. Let's see. I have fibroids. So what Western medicine does not tell you is fibroids is the result of the chemicals that they're giving to us women in our diet. And not to go to pseudoscience or a conspiracy theory, but women, we are being poisoned, and especially if you are a melanated woman, but women in general, we are being poisoned to minimize our capabilities of reproducing. So there are poisons being put in the food that is genetically altered to target the cells and the microorganisms that surround the uterus, the ovaries, the vagina, and our LH, our estradiol, our progesterone, our FSH hormones. So number 1, you need to really look at what you're eating. Diet plays a huge part of this. Fibroids can be treated with yoni steams. There is a variety of different herbs that can be used. You should be yoni steaming at least once a week during the from the time of the end of your menstrual cycle until you get ready to ovulate. You can yoni steam basically up until your next period. That will shrink the fibroids. There's 101 videos on the type of herbs for yoni steaming. I know valerian root is very good for shrinking fibroids. There's a list that's not on the top of my head right now, but if you want to inbox me on Facebook or message me, I will give you a list of things that you can use specifically for that. So the course of action is yoni steaming weekly into your menstrual cycle, starting a probiotic 1 week before your period. Let me just reread your question. I attract men that even want me on my cycle, but I don't feel well, so I can't get it going. Understandably, during your cycle, that's really the time to relax and to purge. I do know some men are okay with being intimate with their woman on their cycle. If you're in that type of relationship, great. But that's really the time that you should be pampering yourself, honoring your goddess energy. This is the time where you should be at home relaxing if you don't have to, go to work, whatever, but come home and really kind of relax and allow your body that time to go through its natural process. Our menstrual periods are a very powerful time of the month. So utilizing that energy in ways that is to nurture ourselves versus extending that and giving that out and allowing somebody to come into our bodies and kind of suck our essence and our nutrients from us is the better way to handle that. So I hope this is helpful. Please inbox me. But I think if you start with the probiotic and start steaming, yoni steams also help with rebalancing the pH flora and drinking lots of alkaline water, because the vagina can either be too alkaline or too acidity, and that's going to cause those symptoms, usually a week before and a week after your menstrual cycle. So I hope that helped answer your question.
Jasmine, stunning on y'all. That's that 14 years OBGYN right there. I'm just sitting over here catching up on the other stuff. Somebody said, I'm gonna answer this one and move on. My Venus is actually in Aries. I was in a sexual relationship with a person whose Venus is in Scorpio, but dropped him when he got married. This really should be the end of the question. He still won't back off though, so I haven't done anything since. So I've been abstinent actually. I really don't understand why. He's married. You don't want to have sex with him anymore because he is married. Why should you stop having sex because he got married? I'm confused. Please give us a little more clarity. On to the next question. Jasmine got the confused stank face. Don't worry, Jasmine. We're going to move on to the next one. When practicing sex magic for manifestation, does engaging in tantric sex make the manifestation stronger or better results? Listen. So many people got the line so blurred between tantric sex and sex magic. Really just focus on having joy. Okay? I'm not really getting ready to get into which is stronger. Manifestation comes up to what is your attitude. Okay? Whether it's tantric sex or whether it's sex magic, what is your attitude? Do you have the proper set and settings? Then it don't matter which one you're using. You can be using a cord and a can and put up on the wall. You get the right setting, you know what I'm saying? Then you good to go. I really don't like the whole comparative thing. Is this one better? Which one works better for you? You come back and tell us the answer. You tell me what's better when you practice.
Right. And something else, you can't have tantra with somebody that doesn't understand how to have tantra with you. It's not going to be the same.
There we go with that right there. Spoken like the true daughter of the master. Can we use planetary spirits and rituals with our relationships and love? Now, this one right here, Elizabeth, I don't know where you got that question from, but yes. There's 72 angels in the astrology chart. Every 5 degrees, there's another angel. So, for instance, if we go back to Jasmine's chart, Jasmine is like, yeah, leave my chart right up there. So inside the signs, there's 30 degrees. As a matter of fact, that's not the one I need because I can't mark that one up. The one I want is, I'm gonna have to use Hoteps. Okay. Inside from from there to there is 30 degrees inside of each sign. So you see that this Mercury is at 22 degrees, right? So it's divided up into tens. So that's 0 to 9. Then you got 10 to 20, and then you got 21 to 29, or 21 to 0. So these are called decans. Decans. You see these, you see this box, you see it's separated. There's 3 little boxes inside of that, Jasmine. 1, 2, 3.
Mhm.
These are decans. But inside of these decans, these 3 big decans is separated. Each decan is 10 degrees, but inside of each decan is 2 angels. So there's 2, 4, 6 angels in each zodiac. So if you can find the zodiac, the angel for your chart. So for instance, Hotep has the sun in the last decan of Libra, and it's in the last 5 degrees um of Libra. So I have it printed out, but what I want to do is Libra angels astrology. Who are the guardian angels for Libra? Archangel Jophiel. But Jophiel is not for the whole sign though. So you have to. So I don't know where the chart is. That's kind of like an advanced question, but I just want to say that the answer is yes. The answer is yes. You can do that. Maybe I can go look it up later. So if you want to inbox me that question later, but the answer is yes. That's really getting funky with it right there. That's high level. That's a little past. If you were to do your Venus and invoke the angel, shit, it's game over. This game it's a wrap. But I would invoke the angel for where my Venus position is at, because you want to leave your ego out of it. I'm trying to get y'all leaving y'all ego out of it. You'd be so much better. Now you say, where do I learn? Where do I start to learn these charts? You can go on YouTube and type in "Learn to Read Your Own Astrology Chart," Coach Khayr. I have about 50 hours of free stuff before you even have to spend the dime. Jasmine hit him with the one ritual away. Carissa said, "What does my sun sing?" Which I'm pretty sure you mean, what is your sun sign? Your sun sign is your birthday. That's your zodiac sign. I think that's what you mean. Is Jasmine going to tell us the herbs for all of the signs? Please ask specifically for yours. She just nodded her head. I guess she can. Jasmine, do you want to? Is there one herb for each one? Do you want to reel them off?
I have one herb for each astrological sign. I can go, you know what? Let's do this, Khayr. I'd rather get through the questions and then I will go through the herbs for each sign right before I tell you guys the ritual for this week.
Okay. And then Carissa said her birthday is 10/8/1984. You're a Libra. Moving on to the next one. I got that covered. Somebody said is using, everybody's asking about self-pleasure for manifesting and a ritual when I come in 5 minutes. Do I go again, or I wait until the candle is burned, or is one orgasm enough? What a great problem, Jasmine. What so many people
I'm
are going
sorry,
like,
I'm queen to giggle. You can go as many times as you feel like you need to. There's no right or wrong to that, sweetheart. Do your ritual, pleasure yourself, and when you're tired, go to sleep.
voila. Somebody said, can I use my natural aura to manifest love or sex? Absolutely. If you can do it with no candles, no herbs, no nothing, then you a boss. I mean, like, you're really in my category. Because when I start pulling out herbs and candles, I'm really cheating. I'm just going. I'm really trying to lay it on. I'm going with the bazooka then. Because by yourself, you're supposed to be a walking AK-47, Glock 40, Rambo. By yourself, you're supposed to be just nasty. Off of loving yourself, your aura is supposed to be broadcasting. You're supposed to be like, I can't believe they wanted to give me some booty or give me some money. I ain't even done no ritual today. That's
Mhm.
when you know you're kicking it right there. You know what I'm saying? Jasmine said, I can go outside. She didn't say, let me get this ritual together. Let me do this. She said, let me walk outside. And if I want it, I can have it.
Mhm.
That's how you're supposed to be in your regular waking consciousness. So kudos to you if you're doing it like that, Anastasia. Vera says, I took a break from dating, and when I started back, I'm still attracting guys that are intimidated by me. Any advice to stop this? Go first, Jasmine.
They're not intimidated by you. Your energy's putting them off.
Oh, oh,
Work on your energy
wow.
and start working on your magic to attract the right person. Because if they are truly intimidated by you, you're not stepping into your own power and you're manifesting people that are insecure. But again, your energy is attracting them. Any man
And,
intimidated by me got to get going. I don't want him. He can't serve. He can't serve. He can't be in my beehive. Can't serve this honeybee. Sorry. You ain't got enough man for me.
and be happy that he already showed you where he at. That means you only looking for one or two. Don't worry about all the ones that are intimidated. Just keep him. Stop entertaining the intimidated ones, and then move on past them. You'll be fine. There's a reason why Jasmine is wearing a Mercury shirt for today's lesson. Wise up, everyone. All love. Vaughn. Look at Vaughn trying to be observant around here and get some cool points. Um, Nalia says, can I get your thoughts on 81061 and 9267? No, because you should be able to now come and tell me what the Venuses are. Because this is what the class is about. I'm not getting ready to do like a whole mini reading of looking at this person and looking at the synastry and stuff like that. I ain't getting ready to go that far deep when everybody's not there. Tell me what the Venuses are, and then I could just look at it from there. Um, do we have a ritual for cord cutting? I have Venus in Aquarius. This person has Venus in Libra. Okay, now we're getting a little more specific out here. There we go. Venus in Aquarius. So what do we say Venus in Aquarius is? That's an air sign. It's two air signs y'all trying to break up. Okay, I'm cool with that. So it's mental. Air is mental. So this is a forget about me candle. Jasmine, is that correct or what?
Yes, I like the forget about me candle. The cord cutting, so there's a lot of thought process still going towards that person. You reminiscing about the past. You reminiscing about the relationship. You need to put the spell on yourself. This actually isn't a cord cutting. This is, I need to let this person go. This would be a great hot footing, banish. You know what you need? You need a clarity candle. Get yourself a skull candle in white. Use some coconut oil. Use a little bit of sage and some sea salt, and ask to mentally release that individual. So I don't feel that it's that there's a cord that's still connected. It's that you're still mentally thinking about this person. You need to clear your mind of them.
Yeah, like this is the ghostingest of ghostings. I don't even understand like why y'all should have been done ghosted one another. Two air signs, unpredictable Aquarius. What? Supposed to been gone on that thing right there. And see, even Venus in Aquarius or Uranus in Libra, both of those, I look and say you are unpredictable in relation. It's tough for somebody in Venus and Aquarius to even be in a long-term relationship. So just accept that about yourself because you're not volatile, but you just move around a lot. That's just that. You got all these different interests. Um, can we talk? What is this? Kandaka with a good one. Can we talk magic sex talk during sex? Are there specific things to say? I have some that I use, but I'm wondering if there are ways to level it up. Oh, Jasmine is getting ready to get all on this one here.
You can, if that's what you feel inclined to do, absolutely. If you want to scream out $1,000,000 a new car during your orgasm, go for it. Can we talk magic sex during the sex. I don't want to talk during sex. I want to have sex, but I want to think about what I want. We should have already talked about that before we engage in the process. So if talking about what you want to manifest isn't going to distract you from the climax, have at it.
Yes, I want to just go right with that one. Depends on your partner. What can your partner if I I like pillow talk. I like speaking things and seeding my woman. Guys, y'all better listen. I told the men to come. If you got a man and he's saying these great things while he all up in you, and he's seeding you with you're beautiful, you're loved, you're protected, this some of that $1 billion cookie. I see that you're taking major trips, your business is booming. Then just receive it. Like both y'all ain't got to be talking. You know what I'm saying? Like if one person that's what they do, then that's what they do. But guess what? You should have already checked what their Mercury was gonna be doing. If they got Mercury in Libra or Mercury in Gemini, you're gonna hear some chatter. I'm sorry. That's just that. You know what I'm saying? Or Mercury in Scorpio, that joker may be really into you, really, really zone all the way in. So I wouldn't. It just depends on it depends on what their energy is. Anastasia coming in here for the babies. My son's acts up at school. He's 5. I've had lots of issues with him in the past year and a half. I'm a pretty strict parent. So he minds well at home. I'm gonna pause right there before I even finish. What do you mean I'm a pretty strict parent? Are you supposed to be? Why are you a strict parent? Are you a strict parent because your chart says you should be strict? Or are you a strict parent because of your fears of something happening to him because of what your parents told you? How can I get him to behave better at school or therapy? Why don't you get a chart reading for him so you can respect what he does naturally? He's doing him. He's in the prime time. He just got here from the other side. He knows way better than you. So you need to find out for this child, what's his north node? Numero uno. If you have children, you need to know what they know. What's your child's spiritual destiny? And every bit of your efforts should be around that until I wouldn't even worry about their relationships until they turn like 14, 15. But everything should be around what is their spiritual destiny. And you should be first, get your ass out the way. The effed up one might be you because you got an agenda. How you gonna have an agenda? I got how you got an agenda and you ain't done the math. This is a human design chart. What you think? Do you know what his design is? But then how you gonna have an agenda and you don't even know what the design is? That's like trying to race a Corvette with a Hyundai, but you don't even know what kind of motors in the Hyundai. I'm gonna just go out there and race you. You gotta know what the design is out here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's doing what he's doing. Excellent question though.
And
Thank you.
I just want to touch on that for a quick second. And I understand being a strict parent, but are you parenting or are you bonding with him?
Ooh.
How much? Because if he's acting out, there's a reason for that. And usually children act out because there's a lack, they're not getting enough attention or something's not being fulfilled somewhere. If he's acting out in school, is school really enriching him? Are there, and I get it, he's 5, he needs to learn the basic math, arithmetics, and all that other crap that they teach you when you're a kid. But is his creative, what Spirit is telling me, his creativity is not being nurtured enough. So 5-year-olds are very intelligent and they're very much capable of articulating what it is that they need if someone takes the time to sit down and talk to them and ask them, what is it? So maybe identifying what's not being fulfilled. Perhaps he's advanced. Maybe what he's being given at school isn't challenging enough for him. Or perhaps he's looking for an area of nurturing, and the basic needs may be met, and I'm sure you are a great mother, but there is something in there that he may not be getting. It could be a spiritual connection with you. So really identify what the nurturing is, and I'm not talking about feeding him and clothing him and tucking him in and telling him you love him and all that basic stuff. What's missing there? Because he's saying, please give it to me. And he doesn't know how to say that, so he's acting out to get it. So it's your job as the strict parent to figure out what's not being nurtured and fulfilling that. Then you will see a change in his behavior. Good question.
Excellent question. Vaughn said, is there a recipe for herbs and oils for women who are gay but want to try to date men? Hope that makes sense. No disrespect intended. Vaughn, you a man, so we're not answering that question. Well, a woman should go ask that question. We're not answering general questions for other women.
Are
If
you
someone
asking for your best friend or something?
tell
Because your
them to
best
get
friend
on,
should be in class, not you. You should be in class.
yeah, we said that last week. We ain't answering questions for somebody else. Is there a specific moon phase that have a powerful manifestation during sex magic? Oh my God, this is so wonderful. Come on, everybody. Let me show y'all something. Let's go to class real quick. You see this? This is my map for July
We can
and
see it.
August. Okay, so this is July, and you see every 3.5 days the phases change. So that was
We
the
still
clear,
don't. Nothing's up, Kair.
huh?
No, the screen is frozen. We can't see what you're showing us, and we're both frozen. You and I.
Who said that? Somebody said both of us are frozen.
Yeah.
Okay, what about now?
I
Can
don't
you
know if
see?
it's just my screen. It could be my screen, but I'm not seeing it. I don't know if anybody else is.
Um, can anybody see? I'm asking now. So can somebody? So Ebony said I can see y'all. So can y'all see the calendar? Okay, good. Okay, so check it. This is. Let me turn on another light. Okay, yeah, that might be better. Okay, so there we go. So there are phases. There are 8 phases of the moon. So we have August right here, and we have the that was the gathering phase on the 3rd of August. Then the 7th of August was the seeing phase. Then the 11th of August was the leading phase. And then the 15th was the full moon, which was the doing phase. And then the 19th was the using phase, which is celebrating. And then the 24th, which was last week when we got started, was the planning phase. And the 27th was Tuesday. This was the time when you were supposed to be putting your ideals in the ground. And then tomorrow is the new moon, but that's the 3rd phase of the month. Remember, planning is number 1, planting is number 2, and then clearing is number 3. So the new moon, I planned what I wanted. I wrote it out into 2 goals. Remember, every email y'all got, it said what? Take the goal writing class, come up with 2 goals. And then you got Saturday, Sunday, Monday to write your goals out. Then you came the 27th, which was meditation and a movie. So I meditate and get connected Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So really the class that we're having is in the planting phase, which is getting connected to the goal. And then tomorrow on the new moon, we're supposed to clear, which is dump, which means get everything what you out of what you've been doing, right? And so this clearing phase, planting, I always say is really good for sex. Clearing is good for fasting. Clearing is really good for fasting, crying, because this is low energy. There's no sunlight. It's dark outside. This is like the moon is having her little menses. So why don't you just get in order with what she's doing? Because right after the clearing phase, when you clear, you gather. So like if I go to last month, at the clearing phase, it lasted the 31st of July, 2 days was Thursday, 3 days was Friday, and then gather. What happens when you gather? That means the raw resources come into you. Okay. So when you take the moon magic, when you take when you take the Moon Magic 28 course, when you take the Moon Magic, so I have a course, and there are, come on, player. I have 9 videos, and each video goes in depth of what you should be doing each phase, including sex or no sex. Okay? So if you don't know the 8 phases and when they are, which is why I overly emphasize moonmagic28.com, because now that you got the birthdays and you know, here we go right here. So I have a video to give you, there should be a ritual to go along with every phase of the month. And that's what I did. So there's the peace phase, the planning phase, how to write your goals in 2 sentences, the planting phase, how to dump. So you be watching this video right here next. Like for tomorrow, I'd be watching this video and I'd just be saying, this is the ritual. And you've never
in the building, Atlanta, Georgia, tonight. Could be anywhere in the world, but tonight.
Right, and you've never seen me post this on Facebook because this is for people who want to learn it for themselves. This is high end magic. This is not. I don't even talk about these phases because to me it's too sacred. Right now we're in the planting phase. This is the video where I talk about what is the proper behavior.
Return lands.
Right.
Inhaling through the nose.
Meditation. What is the planting phase? And look what it says: self-mastery.
Problem when they sit down to meditate.
Self-mastery through self-discovery. So there's so many layers. Hold up, pause.
Or stop the chapter.
There's so many layers to this. So that's why these are the phases, and each one of them I will let you know about which ones are the best ones for sex or which one to fall back on. So that's moonmagic28.com, little small plug. Okay. That was a good question, Carmelia. Yeah, Mecca said, Anastasia, find out if the teacher is teaching his learning style. Is he being challenged? Jasmine said the exact same thing. Did I miss a questions? Oh, so, Elizabeth said, my guy talks a lot. How do I focus intention? Jasmine?
I'm not sure if I'm clear. My guy talks a lot. Is it during sex in general? What does that mean that he talks a lot? How do I focus intention? If you can make that a little bit clearer, because I'm not 100% sure on what you're asking.
Venus in Aquarius and Venus in Capricorn relationship. You're not being clear enough either. What do you want? You want to break up, spice up, or go get him or her? So, and we gotta know who's who. So that's what I'm saying. This is a good question and good example of when you're doing magic and doing rituals, stay specific. Get specific. Don't ask general questions. I don't know. What you mean Venus in Aquarius and Venus in Capricorn? Who's the male? Who's the female? Is it same sex relationship? What are you trying to do? So I don't know. Megan is like, we got somebody had their hand raised. We're gonna see if we get somebody to come in on the chat. Yeah, who wanna jump on this video with us? I think we got because we taking the video, because I gotta let Jasmine give out these 2 rituals for the night. Ataras just told me that they were in a Venus. Vaughn, here you go again, Vaughn, asking questions about this too general. Ataras just told me that they are Venus and Gemini. Is that possible? I don't know, Vaughn, because you didn't give me. Oh, yeah, they have a Venus and Gemini. I have Venus and Gemini. It's quite possible. But I don't know if you mean is it possible for y'all to have a relationship? I don't know. Okay, look at Georgette over here with the specifics. I'm a Venus in Libra. My ex is Venus in Leo. He's a Leo. I'm a Sag. Oh, I like this already. I had scripted my ideal partner and ideal relationship, and he came into my life a week after possessing every single quality I asked for, But then he ran 4 weeks after saying he wanted to be alone for a while and left me confused. What happened? I miss him so much. What can I expect? I thought we were a match. I'm going to highlight something right here 1 second. And it says he wanted to be alone. Why can't you just buy that? I'm going to just go with that right there first. He said he wanted to be alone. It doesn't matter what you thought. It's matter what came out his mouth. Have you ever seen like a man go to jail for raping somebody? And no in every form, that means no consent. No in all manners means no. I thought she really wanted to have sex. I thought she wanted me to I thought she was playing hard to get. No, you finna go to jail. So it doesn't matter what you think. What did they show you? Did he leave? I keep saying it over and over. Trust what people show you. 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 Your heartaches will come all the way down. All the way down. And then you can move on to the next one. And I have to give you a little bit of Slauson and Rodeo Drive pimping game. Don't chase them, replace them. Jasmine, what? What? Don't chase them, replace them.
If he left because he wanted to be gone. Whether he wanted to be gone, it may have been something that was said along the way. You guys may have been good, and this happens a lot. You meet someone, it's really good, it's really intense, it's really on, and then they realize that they're really not in the place for the same type of relationship that you want, so they walk away. Let them go.
Miss Jasmine, may I get some self-energy work, beauty, and love ritual tips? You're gonna have to pick one. Come on now. That's a whole consultation.
Exactly. That's an hour-long consultation. OneRitualWay.com. You need to be very specific also. So we can talk privately, but I don't know you. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know where you want to go. So I don't want to just throw out. That's like giving you a Tylenol when you need amoxicillin. I can't, it's like walking into a doctor and say, "Doctor, give me an antibiotic." For what? I'm going to need some more specifics, my love, but we can sit down and talk privately.
Yeah, and while you got us here, ask for one. Stop trying to put, this is what I told, you haven't taken the goal writing course, because I told y'all, stop trying to bundle. This ain't Comcast. This ain't Xfinity. This ain't Time Warner Cable. Quit trying to bundle your services together.
And that's where a lot of people are failing in their magic. You trying to work on several different things instead of working on, magic comes in stages. Life comes in stages. When you popped out the womb as an infant, you didn't walk out walking and talking. You had to be a baby. You had to nurse, you had to crawl, you had to learn how to eat, you learn how to poop, you learn how to walk. Things come in stages. Some of y'all are you're trying to work on too many things at once, and then none of them works because you're not focusing your energy. That was a great question, but the energy is scattered. So let's bring it down. Let's focus on one thing at a time, and then you'll see better results.
Teacher. May I ask a question? Why isn't your website called A Couple of Rituals Away?
One ritual means focus on one thing at a time.
But Jasmine, I need it now. Like I got a lot of things on my plate. I got stuff that got to get done. I ain't got time to be waiting on that. Like I'm trying to keep up with Tamika and her man Reginald. They're living great. They doing it big, and I think I deserve to be doing it big. So why can't you just put it all together for me and just let me snap my fingers and just what's up?
I would rather spend 1 year and get 12 goals accomplished in my life than spend 6 months working on 24 and fail at all of them.
Bong bong, which is like the moon magic. I say in 12 months. Because you're going to do an internal and an external. That is balanced, okay? There's internal and then there's external. If I do one internal and one external goal for 28 days, in 1 year, I'm gonna have 24 goals accomplished. I ain't gonna try to do 24 goals in 1 month. How many friends do you know that got 24 goals done last year? How many know from your friends you know got 6 goals done last year? And it's because you're trying to stuff the whole Snickers bar in your mouth.
And most people, you know what the problem is? I don't want to generalize, but one, you're either on a spiritual path or you're on practicing magic. The person that's on a spiritual path isn't in a hurry because this is a journey and I am manifesting things along the way. The person that is practicing magic is, I've got a shit ton of problems that I've been dealing with since 1972. And now I'm trying to figure out how to fix all of them at once because I realized or I learned that there's this thing called candle magic that can create a miracle solution in my life. When you spend a moon cycle focusing on one thing, you will get those results very, very, very quickly. When you spend every week jumping around trying to burn a candle on something different, you haven't invested enough time, enough energy, and what happens with a lot of people, see, people aren't clear. They don't really know what they want. So this week you want this, and then this week you realize, well, I want that, but I want it differently, or maybe I didn't want that, so I'm going to change my ritual, and I'm going to do this. You're doing too much. Pick what is the most important. So this is where you need to categorize your life. Go down the list of things that you want to manifest. Put at the top of the list what's important and emergency, and what's important, meaning I need the light bill and the rent this month because I'm behind and my ass got fired. Okay, focus on that for 28 days. The new car, maybe that can wait 2 or 3 months. That new partner, that right partner, maybe that can wait 2 or 3 moon cycles. You have to prioritize your magic. And people are trying to manifest a new car, get married to the person they went out on one date with, and manifest $10,000 all within a 28-day cycle. That's not going to work. You're scattered. It's going to put too much pressure on yourself, and you're confusing the universe. Well, which one do you want first? You don't even know. One step at a time. Things have to happen in stages. That's when you're going to get the best results.
Yes, I'm gonna just say yes and move to the next one. I have Venus and Pisces. Is there a ritual for me to love myself more? Damn, Everett, that's cheating because Jasmine got Venus and Pisces. Go get them, Jasmine. That was good. That was a good question, Jasmine. What you got for this person?
I am giving everybody a self-love ritual at the end of this class, which is going to be in just a couple of minutes. I will be reading down the list of specific herbs to use for your astrological sign. And since your Venus is in Pisces, then I'll go ahead and give it to you. You're going to want to work with lemon balm on your candle.
Okay. Well, then, oh, that's for self-love. But could I use lemon balm if I'm trying to pull this Pisces?
You can. Yes, you can. That will tap into them as well.
Word up. Excellent question. Mary says cord cutting for my Aries, and he is a Pisces and Venus. I'm assuming that she means she has Venus in Aries and he has Venus in Pisces. Cord cutting for that.
So for all the cord cutting questions, again, those are very specific to the nature of the relationship that you have, what is going on, what you're still holding on to emotionally, what the dynamics of your relationship is. So again, I can't just throw out a cord cutting ritual because you can tell me the astrological sign, but I don't know the ins and outs. How long were you together? What was the relationship? Do you guys have a family together? All of these things matter when you're constructing what type of herbs and oil should be used for this very specific ritual. So it would be better to schedule a private consultation where we can dissect all of those things and give you a ritual that's actually going to work instead of me just throwing a Tylenol to you tonight.
She said No Tylenols. Okay, okay, okay. And oh boy, somebody she getting ready to get at you, Lakeisha. I'm gonna let Jasmine read that out loud.
I can't. You know what? I can't see any of the questions right now. So if you don't mind, Kyer.
Oh, it says I seem to make men angry without intent. Wes.
There's an intention there.
That was quick. You
You're
were
not
being
in control of their. You're not in control of their emotions. One, two. Are you in an antagonistic personality and don't even realize it? Are you challenging men? A lot of women challenge men, whether they know it or not. A lot of women. That's what I said the other day. Nah, 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 nah. Our mouth. Woo! And I'll speak for myself because I know I talk too damn much. Our mouth will talk us into a relationship and talk us out of one just as quickly. So the question is, do you really make them mad? Do you antagonize them? Do you do it on purpose? Maybe you do it to get a reaction. I don't know. If that's not the case, then there's something going on with your energy. Your energy. There's something about your energy because remember, when you approach a person, when you meet a person, you meet their spirit first. You meet their energy first. So just like how when you walk into a room or you get introduced to someone in a social setting and you don't know this person or you've never been there and immediately you're like, ooh, I don't like that person, something feels off. Or you walk into a space and you're like, ooh, it felt uncomfortable here. So if men are constantly getting mad at you, like I say all the time, if you're experiencing the same situation with multiple people, the common denominator is you,
ow,
not them.
ow,
So the
ow.
question should really be, what am I doing to attract this reaction? And then when you figure that out, you can work on changing it.
Jasmine coming for some high level right now. She got some Saraswati blood flowing all through her. Uh, Minakisha, and these are the type of questions that I really want tonight. I like this. I'm a Venus Leo, Gemini Mercury. So she likes the boss and she can talk a whole lot because Mercury rules Gemini. And she's very mental. The guy I've been seeing is a Libra Venus. That means he wants attention. He's he likes to flirt. He wants you to touch him and compliment his dress. And he has Mercury in Virgo, so he stays in his head all the time. So you talking and he's planning. You want attention, and both of y'all want attention. What is the best way to communicate with him? I don't even see how y'all even having how how are y'all having problems? What you mean? Like, are y'all not communicating now? Because like it seems like y'all would be on the phone all the time, or I would. I don't even know if I want to be around y'all because y'all are talking so much. Like, what is it? Miss Davis, come on over here. We need to invite your ass on here. Did you got your bonnet on? Let me go ahead and invite you to come through like the woo. And yeah, we want you to come on, raise your hand, bring your camera on. We want to talk to you for a second. Larissa says, how do I heal from childhood trauma? Woo, this one is kind of sticky because we need to know what childhood trauma, and I also would like people, um, astrological wise, one of the things you can look at is you want to look for something called your Chiron. All right. Chiron is the wounded healer, and it happened when you were a child, and it looks like this K right here. So Hotep has Chiron in Aries. All right. See all that? This is Chiron. Look for Chiron in your chart. Start with that. Find out where Chiron is at. Go type it in and look at 5 or 6 Google articles about Chiron. So Chiron in Aries is about your Ashe was not respected. Who you are as it your I am was not respected. If you have Chiron in Aries, if you have Chiron in Pisces, you felt like you weren't respected spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Somebody wasn't respecting your dream. If you have Chiron in Taurus, that means someone's not respecting your value when you were young and you're still holding on to that. Remember some of the things, um, some of the things that we're holding on to that happened got a lot to do with childhood trauma. Oh, Jasmine got out the room. Can y'all still see me? Also, okay, she's back. Iboga, Iboga. If you can find someone who can do an Iboga ceremony on you, then that will be highly, highly, highly effective. Iboga. Let me type it in, or let me set the sticky message up here at the top. Oh, wait a minute. Iboga or Ibogaine for childhood trauma. But listen, don't try that by yourself unless you're microdosing it. So remember, everything is set in setting because your childhood trauma came from a certain setting. So it's gonna have to be reversed back out. And I would just Google Iboga, or you could just Google trauma, because you're gonna have to go back and revisit that. You could go into some hypnosis. You could also do emotional freedom technique, tapping, but with a person, not a video, not a YouTube video for trauma. A real live person, Iboga. All right.
Kaya, let me interrupt you for 1 second because I don't know about Iboga, but would you suggest, or is that the same thing as maybe working with a shaman through plant medicines?
Iboga is definitely a plant medicine. It's come from a tree bark in Gabon, Africa only. It's nowhere else in the world. So the Gabon shamans are the masters of the Iboga, and white people are going over there by the droves to pay $3,000 to get off of heroin. I'm talking about lifetime heroin addicts, but
Okay.
Heroin is still a trauma. I also suggest mushrooms, high dose of mushrooms to help get over childhood traumas. But the setting must be correct. And I'm talking about more than 5 grams. I'm talking about 5 grams, 7 grams, 9 grams, possibly up to 12 grams. But they have to be a month apart. So it's a series. Series. You can't just be like, I'm just gonna take 12 grams of mushrooms.
You
Once you
know
do that,
something, and this is another suggestion, and I know multiple people that have done this, including a close friend of mine, is what's called a ceremony called Kambo.
oh yeah. Oh my
K
goodness.
A Kambo. That's with the shaman. A combo ritual to cleanse, to heal, to purge, and to work through the physical and the emotional effects of what the trauma is. So you want to find someone, because this isn't something you can do by yourself. This is something you need to sit down with the shaman and be walked through the process.
Yes, that is for sure. Megan said, any thoughts on the compatibility of a Venus in Aquarius with a Venus in Libra partner? There's a whole bunch of talking going on. There's a lot of mental going on right there. And if y'all ain't working right off the gate, it ain't gonna work. So this one here is not a hit or miss. But y'all, are you being too romantic? Because I don't know who's the Aquarius and I don't know who's the Libra. So when you put that up, you got to be like, I'm this and they're this, so I can get a better call. We're taking about 4 more questions, and then we're going to move on to the rituals so we can get out of here tonight. Is there a difference when performing sex magic with a person of the same sex? Does it tend to be more or less powerful? My answer is you're going to have to tell me, because you're going to have to compare. See, I may be an expert, but I'm guiding you back. What's the name of this program tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Self-discovery. self-mastery through self-discovery. It's not self-mastery through Khayr and Jasmine's opinion. Okay? So there's so many factors. It could be same sex, both of y'all have no traumas to deal with. It could be same sex, one of y'all got a lot of traumas. It could be same sex, both of y'all got a lot of traumas. And then it could be different sex, no traumas, different sex, one partner got traumas, different sex, the other partner got traumas, different sex, both of y'all got traumas. So we already got 7 scenarios off the gate. So you're gonna have to, and then you gotta look at planetary alignments. I want to say this really important right here. I probably should have said this early. Write this down. If you come from a soul group, and your soul group is anywhere from 350 to 3,000 people in a soul group, and if you touch someone, that means you know this person from a prior lifetime. So if you go to the store and give somebody some change and your hand touches their hand, they're in your soul group because there's no such thing as coincidences. If you have sex with someone, same sex or hetero, you've already had sex with that person in a prior lifetime. There are no such things as one night stands. Cheating is when you don't like what the other person is doing with their sexual genitalia. But if they had sex with you and somebody else, that means all 3 of y'all in the same soul group. So don't get caught up in, is this only this lifetime? Time is an illusion, and we're just jumping from body to body with our spiritual experimentation. So your relationships is the highest form of experimentations that you can have. Highest form. So have fun with it. Jasmine's daddy used to say enlightenment means to lighten up. How do I get enlightenment, Khayr? Why ain't nobody asked me that? Can I get enlightenment through sex? Can I get enlightenment through masturbation? Can you lighten up? Can you quit taking things so seriously? I love to give the math, but I'd rather you have fun because fun trumps everything. Magic operates around joy. Ain't nobody asked me about attitude tonight. Ain't nobody asked Jasmine about, well, Jasmine can look at your birthday, put both of us in the room. You give both of us $1,000. We sit there for 3 hours and we come up and craft the biggest, most elaborate ritual that it's gonna cost you $5,000 to do this ritual and get all the supplies. And you have a funky ass attitude, you done jack the whole thing up. You ain't got no joy. You ain't got no joy. Lighten up, y'all. Lighten up. It ain't that serious. Oh, I miss him. Too serious. I wonder why I'm thinking about him. The damn dangling could have been good. The damn coochie snapper could have been that snapper. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel bad no more thinking about that snapper. You understand? It was some snapper. I shouldn't feel bad about that. When I start reminiscing over some goody good, I just lean all the way back. My hands start finding myself. I don't feel bad. Like, why am I? Lighten up, players and playettes. So you come back and let us know. You come back and let us know. For that right there. Yes. Oh, somebody said, where in my chart can I determine the best place to live for a most abundant life? Is it possible? It is possible, but it's not on a natal chart. You have to switch over to what is called cartography. So cartography, really quick, just looks like this. That's the round natal chart everybody's talking about. But cartography, if you're talking about in the world, or just like, I'm gonna just say in the United States, let's just say North America, the map, the chart then looks like this. and then I will go through and look at the lines and tell you where is the best place for you to stay at. Because you see the planets are running across the top. So, this is a whole nother layer. So I don't really want to get too much into this, but it's called astromap or cartography. That's what that's called. But it's not necessarily in your natal chart. Jasmine, they said they're ready for the herbs. Somebody said
Yes.
also specific. Can I get specific career path on my chart? I've been so indecisive. I'm interested in so many different directions. That's your North Node. Get in contact with me for a spiritual destiny reading. I went to thinking I understood my Venus is now understood that I'm confused once again, figuring out what you can be more than one. Please help. Vaughn, you just getting here. You ain't supposed to understand everything. You just got here. You such a baby on the path, and I'm so proud of you for being here. But lighten up a little bit. You're too serious, and confusion at the beginning is because you are struggling with your own limitations. So stop trying to create things and try to understand everything. Jasmine only been practicing for 29 years since she was 4, and she don't know everything.
Mhm. I
Okay,
don't.
so she's actually been practicing longer than me. You know what I'm saying, in that particular discipline. So if she ain't got it all, how you think you gonna come and get all the answers this early? How long you been in the game, Vaughn? 8 months, 2 years? That's okay. That's par for the course. All right, Jasmine. Let's go with these herbs and let's get into this ritual.
Okay. So first off, I'm going to give you guys herbs that are associated with the planet Venus, just associated with the planet Venus. Then I'm going to give you the herbs that are associated with your astrological sign. And I did cross reference this. They are, oh my goodness. Hi, Eric, can you give me a second? My alarm is going off.
That was crazy. Somebody that was straight magic. Go ahead.
Oh, that is really, okay. Hold on, y'all.
That was some superior magic right there. Y'all see that? Now, that was crazy.
Wow.
We got through all the questions tonight, and as soon as she gets to the herbs, the alarm goes off. On a scale of 1 to 10 tonight, who learned something real quick while Jasmine getting ready to do this? Who has enjoyed themselves on a scale of 1 to 10? What do you value in this class at the night? I want y'all to put a dollar sign on this bad boy right now before she even do the herbs. So far, with everything that you've seen, what is the dollar amount? You paid $26. Have you got your money's worth? I want to see. Don't put no tens up. I want to see some dollar amounts. Drop some dollar amounts on here. I see tens. I know that. Put some dollar amounts up here. What? No, not dollar signs. No, 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 no. Quantify. Was it worth 50? Was it worth 100? Was it worth 250? What's the? I'm looking for some numbers on here. Put some numbers on what it was worth, like actual math. As Jasmine goes, okay, there we go. I see 200. That's what I'm talking about. I got 200. Can I see a number? I want to see some feedback. Okay, 59. Okay, 1,000. Okay, 400. Okay, 100. Another 100. Another 100. We are the truth. We're doing the best we can. I'm telling them folks who didn't come, they're gonna be like, ooh, at least 500 for tonight's class. Jalissa says 600 for tonight's class.
Ooh.
Okay, that means some people getting some clarity. 100, 111. There you go, Vaughn. That's what I'm talking about. I see a lot of 3 digits up here. Nah, more than 100. Okay, Tyler. Okay, we ain't arguing with you. Okay, thank y'all so much for that feedback. Now, Jasmine, let's get into these herbs.
Okay. Herbs that are associated with the planet Venus can be utilized in your spiritual work if you are doing any type of love work, if you're working on a Friday, if you are working with the planet Venus. And these can be combined with your astrological herbs. The first one is bergamot, rose geranium. Both of these can be used in the essential oil form, and they're a lot easier to work with that way. So rose geranium, bergamot, and lang lang in the essential oil form. I'm going to go down the list of the astrological signs, which herbs you can use. So when you want to work with these, you can add these. So let's say you're preparing, where'd my candle go? Let's see. We'll use her for an example. Let's say you're preparing your candle for love and you've got all your goodies going. You want to add the specific herb that is associated with your astrological sign. These herbs are also associated if that sign falls in the planet Venus. So here we go. Aries, yours is basil. Basil. And there's a lot of different herbs associated with your astrological sign, but I chose to try to pick ones that I would think you guys already have at home or that are easily accessible, but feel free to look up something different. So Aries, basil. Taurus, rosemary. Gemini, lavender.
Slow down a little bit. Go ahead.
Gemini, lavender. Cancer, you will use mint. Mint, so here's my thing with mint. I like using fresh mint. You can dry it out or you can substitute it with anything in the mint family. So spearmint or peppermint is okay. And if there is a substitution, I will let you know. If there is not, then I won't say it. You'll just be stuck with the one that I'm recommending. If you're a Leo, you want to get yourself some valerian. Valerian also comes in the root form, so whichever one you are able to access. Virgo, skullcap, my favorite. Skullcap is the herb for money gifts. So if you're a Virgo, you want to empower your money spells, use some skullcap. But everybody should have skullcap in their witchy box of essentials. Scorpio, yours is rosemary. Also,
Wait. You skip Libra.
a Libra, catnip. Catnip, rosemary for Scorpio. Sagittarius, yours is saffron. Saffron is also great for love spells, love-related rituals, attracting love, spicing up your relationship with your partner. Saffron is costly, however, because it is a culinary spice. But you can find it at your local grocery store. But it is, out of everything on this list, saffron is a higher end. So it will cost you a little bit, but it does really, really work. Capricorn, horsetail. Horsetail herb is also sold in the form of a tea at your local health food store, and it is used for edema, water retention. This is also very good for us ladies that retain water around our menstrual cycles. You can drink a cup of horsetail to reduce the bloating. I would recommend looking for this so if you have a Walmart, Target, or any grocery store that has a international or a Latin section, you can find this in the loose herbs, or if you live somewhere where there's a Latin or Caribbean market, you can find it there. Otherwise, check your local natural food store in the tea section. Horsetail isn't usually it's not hard to find, but it's not easy. So you have to look for it in the tea form. Aquarius, yours is also valerian, which is very good for love spells as well. And then they save the best for last. Pisces, we would use lemon balm. So these particular herbs that I have recommended can be combined with the rituals that I'm going to suggest for you guys. If you don't have them on hand and you want to go ahead and start your ritual, you can do without them. But moving forward in your spiritual practice, you should start adding these specific herbs to your ritual spells, because you will see an increase in your results and things will work a lot faster. So Kair asked for 2 rituals. He asked for a self-empowerment and a self-love. And they are very different. However, they both go hand in hand. With not enough self-love lacks confidence. And without enough confidence, we can't move forward in life, in relationships, in careers, in, starting businesses. Without any confidence, it keeps you kind of stuck in this one place. Without any self-empowerment, there's no oomph to back up our confidence. There's no motivation to do anything. So if you've been feeling stagnant, if you've been feeling drained, stuck, emotional, confused, if you've been trying to make things happen and you feel like you're blocked and things just do not seem to be working, or you can't make that next step, or you can't even figure out, I can't even figure out what I'm supposed to do, then you want to do a self-empowerment ritual. But both of these are very simple. I have picked out ingredients, hopefully, that are very easily accessible, things you should have at home or should be able to find for less than $10, if that. So for the self-empowerment, you are going to get yourself a purple candle. And to make it easy, I'm going to allow you guys to decide what type of purple candle. So you can choose one in the 7-day glass. It can be a stick candle, a votive candle, or a figure candle. Because we are approaching Halloween, purple candles, I've seen some. You can look for at your craft store. If you don't have a Botanica, a lot of craft stores are stocking them because they're dark colored candles. So a purple candle, you want to use some olive oil. I chose olive oil because it is a neutral oil, multi-purpose. It's something most people have in their cabinet. So if you're on a budget, you don't have to go out and buy anything extra. Olives also symbolize abundance, growth. And when you're doing self-empowerment, you are trying to grow. You're trying to move forward. You're trying to get past your blockages. You're trying to increase your power. So that's why I chose olive oil. If you prefer to use a specific conjure oil, you would get yourself some bewitching oil. Lucky Mojo has a very good and affordable bewitching oil. They have very reputable products. You can also contact Earth and Herbal Apothecary. Earth and Herbal Apothecary.com is the website. They're also on Facebook, where you can purchase the oil or any of the herbs that I am recommending to you. The herb that you'll be working with is Angelica root, or Angelica comes in the loose leaf. Angelica,
Hold on. What was it before the Angelica? What was the ingredient that you just got finished describing?
bewitching oil.
Bewitching oil. Gotcha.
So bewitching oil is used in multiple ways. A lot of people know bewitching oil to finesse a person or situation to your desire. In this case, we're going to finesse our own self-empowerment, and we're going to use this to get out of our own way to motivate us to do the things that we want to do and accomplish the things that we want to accomplish. Okay, so Angelica root, or Angelica in the loose leaf. Angelica is sold in a tea. You can find it at your local health food store, so a Whole Foods will carry it, or a natural store. Angelica also goes by the name of Dong Quai, and that's spelled D as in David, ONGQUAI. Dong Quai is a Chinese herb. This is another very long used reputable herb for women with infertility. This helps balance hormones. It can also help stimulate the libido, and it can help balance testosterone in men. So if your sex drive is too high or too low, drink a cup of Dong Quai. If you are suffering from any type of female hormonal imbalances, irregular bleeding, fibroids, ovarian cysts, infertility, no sex drive, vaginal dryness, get yourself some Dong Quai. It's a very powerful herb to take internally, and it works exceptionally well in your spells. So Dong Quai or Angelica root. So
Monique,
that is,
Monique asked, is bewitching oil the same as commanding oil?
Bewitching oil falls under the category of a commanding oil. So yes.
Okay.
So that's the self-empowerment. Very simple. 3 ingredients with ingredients that you should be able to access relatively easily. The self-love ritual is going to consist of a candle, again, of your
Hold
choice.
it, wait. So those were the ingredients for the self-empowerment. So I'm gonna
Yes.
so it's purple candle, olive oil, angelica, which is also sold as a tea, Dong Quai,
Mm-hmm.
bewitching oil, and that's it.
Or olive oil. So olive oil or bewitching oil, whichever one you have access to.
Okay. All right.
So we're going to move on to self-empowerment, and then I'm going to talk about the petitions for each spell. So, excuse me, your self-love. So with the self-love, you have the option, again, of using a glass candle, figure candle, stick candle, votive candle, or whatever you have available. I'll leave that up to you. The candle should be in either pink, light blue, or white. What you're going to use to anoint your candle is either coconut oil. Coconut oil is used for removing blockages. It's used for healing. And if you think about the medicinal properties, coconut oil is very good. It's very good to take, for example, for pets. Pets can use coconut oil on their fur. It heals your skin. It grows hair. It also removes, in the spiritual sense, it removes negative energy. If we're working on self-love, in order to love ourselves more, we need to remove those limiting thoughts and feelings and criticisms about ourselves. If you prefer to work with a specific conjure oil, that would be master oil. Because you are the master of your own destiny. You are the master of yourself. Vaughn, I'll answer your question in 1 second, my love. The herbs for the self-love candle is rose and lavender. Rose and lavender. You should be able to find both rose and lavender in the dry form. These two are also sold in the international food section. Walmart has a great Latin section of herbs in a little packet for about $2. Your local health food store, your local grocery store, or you can order them online. Very accessible.
Wait, you said rose oil and lavender could be in a plant or a solid?
Rose, dry rose petals,
Oh,
dried rose, so they're the baby roses,
okay,
or
okay,
dried lavender.
okay.
If you are, if you want to, if you choose to, you can purchase them fresh. What's my store that I'm in love with? Trader Joe's sells both fresh lavender and fresh baby roses, and you can just set them out for 2 or 3 nights and let them dry out if you choose to do that.
Hold on for a second. We really, ladies, y'all need to really get off Trader Joe's nuts like that. My roommate heard that way back in the back. She knew exactly what I was getting ready to say. I'm really tired of Trader Joe's nuts hanging on everybody's chin, and all you ladies just. But anyway, that's another. She talking about that's my boyfriend. Anyway,
Well, I'm married to him, so we don't have to share, honey.
she said that's fine.
Hey, Wiz. I love me some Trader Joe's. I'm up in there like every day. Shoot.
She said that's my boyfriend. That's not my main boo. So
Hello.
y'all
I should be paying Trader Joe's some child support anyway. Um, so you're going to take, for each candle, you're going to take all of your ingredients. What I like to do with my herbs, I always put them in my hand. I speak over them. I hold them. I bless them. I pray over them. Whatever you normally do, and you sprinkle them in the top of your candle, or you pinch them between your fingers and you sprinkle them down your figured candle or whatever type of candle you choose to work with. Same as your oils. I always put a little bit of oil in my hand, rub my hands together
Hold on.
Handle
Oh,
that way.
wait. I want to ask this question because I've seen you do it before. So, do you put the oil on first so that the herbs will stick to it,
Yes.
or okay? Because I know Vaughn is over there about to go crazy. So Vaughn, just remember, you put the oil on first and roll it in the oil first and get it good, and like you do, and then you bring the herbs back on there. Um,
Hmm.
to put on top after that right there. If you ever roll some weed, it looks very similar to that right there. You want to just get it nice and covered.
So your petition for your self-empowerment, this is going to be very similar for those of you that attended last week's class where we wrote out the I am, whatever, and you list what those are for your ritual. So your self-empowerment is you are writing words of empowerment. This is actually an exercise that I was taught in the Insight seminars, and I was surprised I got stuck for a little bit, but how many amazing words are out there, how many adjectives to describe what you are. So you want to write a list, and this is not a paragraph. We're starting off the petition, I am, and then you're writing out confident, beautiful, charismatic, wealthy, whatever it is. Go down the list with as many as you can. If you can't think of any, Google them. What I would like to see ideally is you fill up the page, because you are empowering your soul, you are empowering your vision, you are empowering who you are. So you're going to write down I am and everything that follows behind it, and whatever that is to you.
How big is the piece of paper, or is there any special type of paper that we're writing on, or is there any specific color ink that we're writing on?
So you can use, I have a notebook. This is just a small notebook, but this is where you have your creative freedom. So if you feel like all the amazing things you are will fill up a sheet this size, then use this. But what's important is the paper is going to be full, and you're going to write out everything, all the wonderful, amazing things about yourself. I don't care if you don't even believe them, you're still going to write them down, because you're empowering yourself, and words are extremely powerful. You're then going to place, so this is very important. I see some stuff on Facebook that I look at people and I just say, are you trying to burn your house down? If you are working with a glass candle, you can take that piece of paper and either wrap it around the glass candle and tape it to the candle with the words on the outside, or you can slide it under the candle and burn the candle on top. If you are working with a freestanding candle, meaning your candle is not encased in a glass jar, you will place the paper to the side of the candle, not anywhere the flame can catch it on fire. Also, this is a side note, but I see this and I say, why? Please burn your freestanding candles on a fire-resistant container. So that would be a dinner plate, a silver foil pie pan, not on a saucer, not where wax is going to melt down off of the plate onto the table and stuck to your carpet. But get something from Dollar Tree that is large enough to accommodate the size of your candle, so you don't mess up your furniture or start a fire. This candle has to be burned down completely. So this doesn't mean start your candle and go to work, start your candle and go to Target, start your candle and put it out because you've got all these things to do. Do this ritual on a day, evening, or night when you are going to be home to watch the candle and allow it to burn out. And the reason why I'm suggesting using a stick, votive, or figure candle is those typically burn out within about 1 to 2 hours if your time is limited. If you are choosing to use a 7-day glass candle, you will need to allow this candle to burn out completely until it is done. The way you do that, if you need to leave, which you probably will, you place that candle down inside of a container of water. I understand some people are very, very scared to leave glass candles burning. If you are one of those people, you can snuff your candle out. Snuffing means covering. Where'd my candle go? We're going to use this for an example. We're going to cover the top of the candle with something and allow the flame to go out by placing a saucer on top or use a candle snuffer. We do not ever blow out a flame of a candle because you are blowing away the energy that you just put in. So if you're not comfortable leaving your candles burning, then you may want to opt for a freestanding candle option. And that's the same for both the self-love and the self-empowerment. For the self-love ritual, your petition is going to be written in exactly what it is that you want. So what do you want? Do you want to love yourself more? Do you want to attract a new partner? Self-love also translates in body image. Do you want to be healthier? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to get pregnant? Do you want to stop addiction? Whatever it is internally, do you want to heal from your trauma? Whatever that is, you're going to write that down on that piece of paper and follow the exact same steps. For these two particular rituals, there is no need to do anything special with the wax. Once the candle is burned down, the ritual is done. You can simply throw the wax away and take the petition and burn it and allow the smoke from that petition to carry to the universe.
When you say burn the petition, are we burning the petition with the end of the flame of the candle that we just dressed, or are we burning it with something different?
Good question. It can be either or. So once the candle goes out, if you're sitting in front of your candle, or you chose the freestanding option in your home when that candle's getting ready to go out and it's finishing, you can go ahead and light the petition with the flame of that candle. If you choose to use the 7-day candle, you may not be home when that candle goes out. You may come home and the candle has already finished. That's perfectly fine. Simply take your petition in a fire-safe container, light your petition, and burn it and release it to the universe. So whichever one is perfectly fine. I'm trying to think of things.
This is just me, Virgo rising. Can I light my petition with some ancestor money?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
So, and one last thing, feel free, and that's why I wanted to construct this ritual to give you guys some wiggle room. If you feel inclined to add a different herb or add an additional oil or burn a specific incense, go ahead and do that. You can't mess this up. But for the sake of understanding, a lot of people are very new. I wanted to keep this extremely simple. Ebony, you can do both rituals. So you can do them together. You can do them separate. Do one tomorrow, do one on Saturday. But they should be done this week. They should be done, tomorrow's the new moon, this week, before you decide to move forward. And a lot of people are preparing, they want to do their full moon rituals or whatever it is you got going on. It should be done this week. And if you're attending class next week, then you definitely should do this before class next week.
I got specific dates. I would say do the self-support tomorrow, or because since it's the clearing phase, I would do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I would put the self-love Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So
Okay.
Monday is the beginning of the gathering phase. So remember the clearing moon. Remember I said there's certain things, certain behaviors. So the clearing moon, we're empty of energy. There's no light. We're going to be depressed, emotional, crying, dumping things, releasing things. So why wouldn't I want some support during that? You know what I'm saying? So I think that this just goes to show that we didn't even discuss or even try to line this thing up with the moon calendar, and we are like zeroed in. Today's the last day of planting, and then tomorrow is the full moon. I mean, new moon. So here, Jasmine has a ritual for supporting yourself while you're going through this low energy. So can you do it together? Sure, but especially like she said, if you're a new person to this type of stuff, I would separate it so I could appreciate the energy. So I won't be confused and be like, well, which candle's doing what? You see what I'm saying? That's why I didn't ask her for a love and support and self-love ritual one. I said, give me two rituals and separate them. Not this, but this. Okay. So that's my piece on that. And as you can see, like this is my favorite. I tell everybody in the course, this We Moon calendar book is straight vicious. Like I have my moon magic all the way out to the end of the year. So like I already know where all the moons are, what my proper behavior is. So if somebody says what kind of candle, I can look back and be like, say a candle went up and did something. What was the proper behavior? Or what energy was the moon giving off? You see what I'm saying? So that's why I like the moon magic. Like I did last week. The code is keep 50. So if you do moonmagic28.com and then you get to the coupon code and put in keep 50, that's going to be 50% off. That's only because you came to this class. All right. Gigia.
Whew.
Is that it?
That's it.
Boom, 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 boom. What up? Yeah, is that it? Vaughn says since we don't blow out the candle, does that go to Saint Go? Yes, Vaughn. That was a quick one.
And
So
everyone wants to know, can you do this ritual once a month or as needed? Absolutely.
yes, that's what we have them for you, because what you're actually doing is you're building up your book of shadows. See, we doing so much Miyagi going on here in Danielson that you ain't really keeping. Like, you don't even see it coming. You don't even see that you doing a bunch of wax on, wax off. You know what I'm saying? What did we tell you last week? Get your foundation together. Tighten up. Just tighten up on your foundation. Stop being so, oh, well, wookity wockity wockity. You know what I'm saying? So get your foundation together. This is foundational work. How long is this? How long is the foundational work? Until you ain't asking foundational questions no more. Until you can whoop somebody with the foundational stuff. See what I'm saying? So that's how long you work on it. Until you comfortable with it. So was you about to say something?
Nope.
Okay. Monique said, thank you. You both were phenomenal. Thank you so much, Monique. Y'all were phenomenal because y'all stayed all the way to the end. Jasmine's energy knocked it out 2 times. And you will be getting the replay shortly. Right now, I have it set. It'll probably be like at 1 o'clock in the morning because it's 12:34. So as soon as this goes off, the replay should be coming to you. I always download this and put it on a private YouTube for only the people that came. So you'll be receiving the replay that's set up just like this, and you also be getting the replay in a YouTube format so you can fast forward. Only thing about the YouTube is there's no chat. So in this one, you see everything that's in the chat, you'll have it in the chat. Okay. Yeah, that's it for me. I had a wonderful time. I thank you all for coming through. Thank you, Jasmine, for helping helping birth this dream that I had that we were going to start teaching class every Thursday.
Yes. Thank you. And thank you guys for letting me love on you tonight. That I enjoyed this. And everyone had fantastic questions. You guys did amazing. And one last thing too I want to add. Tonight before you guys go to bed, I want you all to thank yourselves
Mm.
I mean, really, when was the last time you celebrated yourself? When was the last time you complimented yourself? You took the time out. I know it's late. Some of you are on the East Coast. You showed up. You voted for yourself. You asked
Mm.
questions. You put in the
Mm.
effort. It's a Thursday. People got to go to work tomorrow. You got kids. You made the effort to be here. That is big. That is phenomenal. You let me love on you a little bit. And you really need to congratulate and appreciate yourself for what you did. And this alone, just showing up, is about to level up your magic. So take a few minutes before you go to bed and just say, you know what, self? In fact, why don't we do this right now? How about everybody type in the comments, I appreciate myself for showing up tonight.
Hey, what
Because
your
you
boy?
did.
Hey, what Snoop Dogg say? I want to thank me. And last,
Yes,
I
I
want to
want to
thank.
thank me.
I want to thank me. I want to thank me. We like that y'all thanking us, but you paid us, so we came and delivered y'all some time. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate it.
Yeah.
And look at what y'all done got in 2 weeks. For those of you who have came 2 weeks in a row, look what y'all done got. You know what I'm saying? For $52. Come on, and PayPal takes some of that, so we don't even get all that. So we appreciate y'all, and I definitely want to give a shout out to me. Kaya, you did wonderful this evening.
Woo
You was
woo.
got it in. Always give shouts out to Jasmine, Team Pisces. You know what I'm saying? My favorite witch from the West. And it's just somebody else talking about I appreciate myself for showing up tonight. All right.
Yes. Show
Yeah.
yourself some appreciation and start doing that more often. A lot of you are giving too much to other people. You're giving to the kids and the work and the family and the da, da, da. Give yourself some appreciation for once. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
stop. I could go on another 4 hours because I love y'all, but it's getting late.
Yes. And I don't know, but next week we probably go back to just open forum. You know what I'm saying? Because Vaughn will have more questions next week. um,
Well, Kyera, I was thinking.
uh-oh.
I
Let's
was
see.
thinking. You know what happens when I start thinking? We haven't addressed abundance, money, career.
I mean, I hey, I ain't really got no problem with that because really that's the law. Tonight we went over love. That law is love, abundance, and wisdom. So we went over love and relationships tonight. Next week we definitely can go over abundance. I ain't got no problem with the Skrilla and money rituals and stuff like that. Like
Hmm.
everybody talking about it. What do y'all think? Everybody's look, I see some pleases, I see some money.
Money, money, money. Hey. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, I see Candle Magic 101. I'll definitely be in that class. Now listen, this is the thing. Um, whatever the topic is, you can still ask whatever question that you want as long as it's for yourself.
Right.
Remember how we had the first format set up? The first format was set up so you could ask anything about astrology, candle magic,
Hmm.
money, rituals, relationships. That format is still in play. You know what I'm saying? Children, business. You can ask whatever you want, but we're just going to give it to you from a magical, spiritual remedy type answer. So we don't want you to think that it's only, well, you might want to ask about where your bread is at. Now, if we do go into the abundance, I'm gonna be coming with that Jupiter funk and how to find it in your chart and what does that mean. You know what I'm saying? So me and Jasmine gonna discuss it. We got to clean up around the club afterwards, but we'll let y'all know just like we did this week around Monday or Tuesday. And some of you who like to come in and like go ahead and put $26 to the side so y'all can pay for it on Tuesday, so you ain't got to wait until 10 minutes before class comes. Okay, prioritize this. Okay, prioritize this. Um, yeah, but if we do get into money next week, I'm gonna definitely get into business, entrepreneurialism, all type of remedies and stuff.
Yeah.
I have.
A
And I,
money ritual. Ooh. And we're gonna talk about why I walk around with a stack of $40,000 in fake $100 dollar bills in my wallet, and why you should too. No.
oh, that's That's pretty much a wrap. Then I guess we'll be doing abundance next week, players and playettes. I like that the agenda is set. How to find the job you're meant to have. What?
Woo,
No,
that's a good question. We're going to save that for next week, but I got an answer for you, Mary. Come to class.
a what? How you spell that job? What is that? KMRLW?
A job, Kyer, that translates to just over broke.
To me, it translates into SLAVERY. You know, BURDEN. Why can't we do some rituals, some freedom rituals? Why can't you do a ritual for your side hustle to make more money than your burden ass boss is trying to pay you? Uh, Ancestor money and the fake real money, Vaughn. You can have it all, brother. You can have it all. Pumpkin altar. Woo!
Yes, that's coming. That's in October now, y'all. Come on now. Give me a minute. We getting there though. We're gonna do that the pumpkin candle ritual I do every year in October. So that is gonna be on the roster. Kyer and I will talk about that a little bit more also. Somebody been watching my videos, I see.
Absolutely. I got that bad boy on my YouTube page too. All right, fam. We appreciate all y'all for coming out. We found you in peace, and just like normal, you see me up in the place. We're gonna let y'all go in prayer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like we came in breathing together, and we're gonna leave breathing together. So let's take a nice big inhale through the nose, nice and slow, filling up the belly. Exhale slowly out the mouth. Ah, make a sound. Ah. Big inhale through the nose. Ah. Last one, big inhale. Ah. Anabakor, Gidula Kimenka, Tatia Tezara, Kabel Renat, Amcha Sagvanu, Tahara Nunara, Nagibor, She Yekadeka, Kavava Shamran, Barkam Tarum, Rakame, Tazika Teka, Tamid Gamlan, Kasin Kadosh, Baru, Tufka, Nahel Adateka, Yakid Gehel, Amchapanez, Okrea Katushka Teka, Shavatanu Kabel, Ushma, Tazakatanu, Yodea Talamo, Borushem, Kavomakuto, Alam Vaed. Peace, peace, peace. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Nighty night.
Good night. Love you guys.